yo, we is back. That's what it is. What's up, good people? You know what I mean? We really got a lot to talk about, for real. Really got a lot to talk about today, y'all. Keep it all the way real with y'all. Got to talk about Queso fall. I want to talk about these academics first. Yo, niggas is really on it. Niggas is really saying, Shalana, what's happening, baby? Niggas really saying, Sean G, yo. Like, yo, we living in a crazy world. I ain't been on internet all day today. As soon as I go on Instagram, all I see is Sean G, Sean G. Like, yo, niggas really saying the guy that was on Ricky Lake, Ed Morey, and Jerry Springer. Get the fuck out of here, man. Yo, we living in a backward society, I'm trying to tell you. That man been on every motherfucking talk show in the early 2000s, in the 90s, or the early 2000s. And niggas saying your perspective on Young Dolphin and CMG. Yo, but I ain't really want to talk about y'all. I just thought that was funny, to be honest. But I want to talk about Queso father. I think he deserved a death penalty. But before I get to that, the real mayhem, what it is. Before I get to that, I want to discuss this. Because we didn't talk about this a few times. DJ Akademiks and what he did to Chicago. Now, people like to know it. Oh, shit. Damn, we got a lot to do, yo. We might have to do that shit tomorrow. I ain't better cover all these topics. He did worse than Woody. Okay, so dad a bitch. I told y'all, yo, they need to stop giving these guys deals, man. So G Herbo was on this guy platform. I don't know who this guy is. And the conversation came up about Chicago drill and DJ Akademiks' role in Chicago drill.
The content creators that have made careers basically off of you guys, like Akademiks or Vlad, or like people that are like people that cover you guys and have like made money off it.
See, if I was the type of nigga that really, I don't give a fuck about that shit. But if I did,
that
I would probably be like, yeah, you know, cut me in or do something. Like, I feel like all those kind of guys, what they should do is give to a non-profit organization in Chicago that I'm gonna challenge them to do that. Like,
what's
Akademiks, Vlad, all you niggas that did made money off of culture and people dying and bloodshed and shit like that. Go donate $20,000 or $50,000 to a non-profit organization that focus on just the betterment of kids. That's my opinion, personal opinion.
He's awake.
Yeah. And
what do you make of that guy, Akademiks?
Akademiks, like, I don't.
It's a little bit like his life.
Like, I fuck with him though. Like, me and Akademiks, we done met, we chopped it up, we done interviews, but like,
yo.
I'm not gonna.
He ain't bogus for blaming that though, JB. It is Akademiks' fault. That's true too, though. That's true too. But if you from Chicago, you know what that Chiraq, Warren Chiraq did to the city, yo. It turned it up 2-3 notches. Now, you right. Niggas shouldn't allow no outside entity to influence the streets like it did. But you gotta remember too, JBD, they was kids, bro. I think a lot of people forget that, yo, when it come down to what happened in Chicago. Yo, DJ Akademiks was a grown man reporting on children. 15, 14, 13, 16. Yeah?
Like, see, me and the man, I don't agree with everything he does. And that's okay. You can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, He just academics, bro. Like,
You don't think of being an adult man as a man? And he's like,
an
just
adult
like,
man as a man, is certain shit you shouldn't do and you shouldn't say.
like he's
point
just
blank
giving
period.
it. He's like my liege, my sword. He's
For
like
real?
he's just sucking up to other men. On like
Yeah, it's like
it's like a kind of a crazy life.
It's like he, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. Like, he pick and choose when he wanna be like a real nigga or aggressor or say certain shit that's just like your moral code should never allow you to say.
Yeah.
You can't pick and choose. Like, on Wednesday I'm gonna say some shit that's super outrageous. Then Thursday I'm like a real nigga. Like, well, I'm cool. Or I fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you can't do that because as a man, you got to be held accountable for what you say. So in certain situations, if somebody holds you accountable for that, you gotta accept what come with that accountability. You know what I'm saying? You
He
can't
just
shy
seems like
away from it.
a
You
suck
can't
up.
do no other shit. Like, yeah. And I'm glad you saying this. I'm not saying it.
Yeah. But anyway, enough of that.
Yeah.
Academics, you're on notice. You owe $100,000 to what organization?
Any organization, you pick one, man.
And
Eat 100, cause you done made so much.
Yo, I think that's the least that he can do, yo. Yo, academics. Yo, if you look at the numbers, and we looked at the numbers, yo, that war in Chiraq in 2 years turned Chicago murder rate from 300 to 700 murders. It was either 400 1 year, and in the next 2 years, that shit shot up to 700 murders. War in Chiraq did that, man. Clout chasing did that. DJ Akademiks got to take some accountability for that. But he responded. And let's see what the fuck he had to say. And he definitely made millions.
Herbo Academics. Okay. So G Herbo did an interview, and in this interview, I don't know.
Yo, people don't
what's
like to
going on
admit
in
it.
his life or career.
People don't like to admit it, but the numbers say it did. I mean, people don't like to admit that war in Chiraq turned the fucking city up. It did. With murders. Because, yo, people gotta realize, like I said, yo, these was children. These wasn't grown men. You know what I mean? How old Lord JoJo was when he got killed, JB? You remember? Like, all these guys, yo, they was kids, man. You feel me? These academics was young, but he said was a grown man reporting on children. And in a disrespectful way that he did it. He was taunting one side, playing one side against the other side, calling them savages, calling them goons. He even called them coons. You know what I mean? Like, yo, what he did, yo, was horrible. And it jump-started his career, and it also helped propel drill music to all these other cities. And still to this day, he have yet to take full accountability. I don't think what G Herbo said was wrong. I think he should be obligated. You should want to. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, see this the outsider shit. If he was really involved and from the culture, yeah, I would. If I was DJ Akademiks, I would feel obligated. Looking back at it, even if you didn't know what was going on back then, years later, you 15 years, damn 20 years removed now. You should be able to look at that shit from a whole different perspective and realize, like, damn, yo, I did a lot of damage down there. You feel me? I done made millions off of it. Yo, the blood, like DJ Akademiks is dealing with blood money. A lot of it. Blood money. And it's like, yo, at the least you can do is be like, yo, I'm going to give back to the city. I'm going to do something. You feel me? Something, yo. The people that lost their life, yo, a lot of people died, yo. A lot of people died. A lot of people got sentenced to life in prison. And it was all children. I don't think not one of them was over 18 years old. Not one of them. DJ Akademiks was in his 20s, man. And like I said, even if you didn't know what was going on back then, you know now. You old enough to know now. So to sit back and act like him, like he's like, yes, listen to him. Listen to him.
But the age-old talking point of the war in Chiraq came out again, and
It's not a talking point. It's not a talking point, y'all. It's facts. I can show y'all the numbers. Yo, murders don't jump up 200, 300, 400 in a year. Only time murders jump up, increase that much in a year, 2 time frame is if it's being accelerated. That's the only way. That is the only way, y'all. It gotta be accelerant, whether it's drugs, whether it's some type of epidemic. These academics war in Chiraq provided Chicago with an accelerant, and it boosts their murder rate. Got them clout chasing. These academics started clout chasing.
Apparently, let me see if I can just play it. Is it here? Okay. Where is the fuck? I need a timestamp. Where's the timestamp? Where is the timestamp?
No, we're not gonna act like that. Who the fuck said that? Whatever the hell your name is. I ain't never said that shit was good. I think that shit is goofy. But what I'm saying is, as a grown man reporting on children in the way that he reported on children, he was dead wrong. You gotta remember the kids, yo. Like I think people gotta understand it. These wasn't grown adults. These was 15, 16, 14, 13, 7. They was children. So when you got, let me run y'all through this to what happened, y'all. When you got the internet, y'all gotta remember at this time the internet was just taking over. It was just, becoming what it is today. This was the groundworks. This was the early stages. And you got a guy that's on the internet. You don't know where he's from. You don't really know nothing about him. But he's reporting on your city. He's reporting on you. Fuck your city. He's reporting on you. He's blowing your name up. He blowing your name up. Implicating you in crimes, calling you savages, goons, grim reapers. You coming from an environment, when you ain't never had nobody talk about you. You ain't never got this attention. Ever. In life. The whole world know you. D Rose wasn't even a rapper. Some of these guys wasn't even rappers, yo. They didn't have no name. Their only name was streetwise, street activity. And these academics brought that shit to the world and blew them up. So you know what that creates? A fucking problem. Because now, I want the same thing. You understand? What I gotta do to get on these academics? What I gotta smoke somebody? I gotta rob somebody? I gotta beef with you? What do I gotta do? This is the mentality of a young, impressionable mind, that's coming from a fucked up situation. What do I gotta do? Lil Reese the Grim Reaper? I'm gonna go shoot at Lil Reese. Let them know I'm the Grim Reaper. I'm not saying this mind frame is right. I'm just saying this is reality. This is how it goes. You understand what I'm saying? These academics, even if you didn't know all of this then, he know now. You old enough to know now. You've been in the culture long enough, been culture vulturing long enough to know that you played a role in that, a large role. You know what I mean? I don't know, yo. Where they at?
Okay, can I find it? Does anybody have the clip? I just want to hear the clip.
Yo, he should be doing something, yo. No, yo, that's not. It's not about apologizing. Yo, when people die, bro. Yo, you can't. Yo, if you step on my shoe, you can apologize. You can't apologize for killing my brother, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you can't just apologize everything away. I mean, if you bump into me in the club, you be like, oh, my bad. I be like, oh, all right. Yo, but you can't punch me in my mouth and be like, oh, my bad, yo. The fuck, you understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, you can't just apologize. He got to do something. He got to show his apologies. Fuck words. Words is not enough. He got to show that, yo, I was wrong. Look out for some of the families. Yo, he got money, man. He can do something. Like, he ain't broke. That man that made a life, a great life for himself because of the war in Chiraq. Yo, hit that like button. Y'all already got 20 likes. The least he can do is reach out to some of them families. Shit, put some money on D-Rose books. Give him a lawyer. Like, yo, do something, yo, because, yo, you participated in that shit, yo. You participated.
I had the clip in full. I don't think I can find it. Is it this? Here we go.
Like the content
Yeah, but
creators
this is
that have
why.
made careers.
See, this is why these guys could never talk to me. You know, because they'd talk to some of these other people and they'd spin them. No, I know what I'm talking about, yo. Like, I pay very close attention. You can't just tell me no bullshit. Because, you know, that's the thing. You know, that's what they do. You know, well, I didn't tell them. I didn't put the guns in their hand. No, bro, but it was already a fire, nigga. And you doused that bitch with gasoline. You doused that bitch continuously with gasoline, bro.
Off of you guys, like Akademiks or Vlad, or like people that are like,
Okay, to whoever this idiot is, the idea that me or Vlad made our careers off of Chicago is utterly ludicrous. I would get into further explaining it, but why? And that's gonna be my demeanor with a lot of this
we
shit.
covered that yesterday.
Because let me just finish playing it.
people that cover
Crazy.
you guys and have like made money off it.
I don't give a fuck about that shit. But if I did,
That
I
would
would
be
probably
funny.
like,
I just explained it to you.
Cut me in or do
Hey,
something like
hey, William, hey, Willie the Great. I just explained it to you. What you just came in? Rewind the video back about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Well, we ain't even live. Rewind the video back about 7 minutes and then come back. And then you'll be caught up and understand what I'm talking about. Cause I did a great job explaining how. So if you'd have asked that question, it's if you didn't hear it, or you just don't comprehend well.
I feel like all those kind of guys, what they should do is give to a non-profit organization
Yeah, it is.
in Chicago that I'm gonna challenge them to do that. Like
What's yours
Akademiks, Vlad, all you niggas that they made money off of culture and people dying and bloodshed and shit like that. Go donate $20,000 or $50,000 to a non-profit organization that focus on just the betterment of
Dennis,
kids.
you're on notice. You owe $100,000 to what organization?
Any organization, you pick one, man.
And
And eat 100, cause you done made so much money off this shit.
And if you don't, you're
Yeah, what? Say it.
You're
Land
a
the plane.
bitch.
Land the plane.
Academics, you're a real bitch. And if you have problems, you can take it up on the Adam Friedland show, DJ Academic. You can. I will sit down with you in the most intellectual style.
And I'll be there in the middle to mediate.
Yeah.
Hey, Willie
Yeah,
the Great.
whoever-
Yo, they was children, Willie the Great. I think everybody forgets that, yo. Yo, these was kids, yo. They wasn't grown folks, Willie the Great. These Academics was a grown man. They was children. These Academics was a grown, educated man. A grown, college-going man. He knows how to spot ignorance. He was reporting on children, man.
This nigga is, you're not relevant enough for me to even be in the same room as you. Just let you know that's Big Act, not the little one.
Go back and
I'll say
listen to
this.
the video. man.
First and foremost, let me give a
Not
proper
going backwards.
address. The days of any Chicago rapper, resident, or anybody who comes from Chicago, period, trying to either guilt or try to make somebody like me feel that I owe y'all nothing is over. So if you want the proper
But
response,
it is.
that worked at a time where I thought there could be a, you know, everyone wanted to increase and be better as people. Number one, I'm all for giving back. I'm all for charity. I'm all for giving back to the culture in no matter what way. It could either be lending your platform, it could be donating your money, your resources. I'm all for giving back. I'm not for virtue signaling, soapboxing, or making people feel like you're undeserving. Also, I'm not for people thinking that anyone who's created a legit business who has profited from hip hop in general doesn't deserve it. So I'll say this, and this is my official response. Any nigga from Chicago, if you have a request for me to donate my time, my resources, my money, or whatever, because you feel I owe it to Chicago, to your neighborhood, to this other person, fuck off.
See, yo. But this how you know Academics is an outsider. I would feel like I owe it. If I was Academics, I would feel like I owed it to Chicago. But since he doesn't have no real connection to the culture, because he's not a black American born and raised in, you know, generational wise, then he can have this level of disrespect. Or he just doesn't care. Hey, Willie the Great, you just want to be slow, bro. I talk about the corner store owners all the time, yo. Y'all must be new here. Yo, my stance is always consistent. Like, I don't know, y'all must be new here. Y'all gotta subscribe to stick around. Yo, but I've been hard on the corner stores. Very. Yeah, man. I am reporting the truth. The truth is, academics. Oh, what? He should want to do that. He caused damage, yo. It is what it is, man. He caused damage. Let me show you something, yo. For people that think it's a game. Chicago murder rate last 20 years.
According to ChicagoTribune.com, Chicago saw a homicide total lower than 500 in 2019, the first time under that threshold since 2015.
Look at this. I'll show y'all something. These academics started reporting the wrong Chiraq. 2015. Look at the murder rate. Look how the murder rate jumped up damn near 300 people from 2015 to 2016 when these academics started that war on Chiraq shit. Then it drops, then it start going back up again. Before 2016, Chicago ain't had 700 murders since the motherfucking 1998. Yeah, JB, people just don't want to admit it, you know, because I guess people like academics, so they don't want to admit what really happened. Yeah, but I did with truth and facts, yo. Like, I don't just be making shit up. I already researched this. Like, I ain't just over this bitch talking. I know for certain that what he did caused damage, man. Any stand-up guy from Chicago is willing to put their pride to the side and be like, yo, like JB like, man, I mean, we was kind of bogus for that. But he got to acknowledge that, yo, that shit really was real. It was real. A lot of guys just don't want to admit it. And it happened, yo. Hey, Willie the Great, you're not making sense, yo. You asking dumbass questions. Why don't you call my Instagram and let's talk about it? Yeah, like, yeah, it's a dumb. You must be a kid or something. How old you is? Was you around during the war shot, right? Like, yo, why you asking dumbass questions, yo? Yeah, he must be.
Doesn't deserve it. So I'll say this, and this is my official response. Any nigga from Chicago, if you have a request for me to donate my time,
DJ Academics help push clout chasing. Clout chasing started in Chicago, y'all. I don't know how many people old enough to realize that. Yo, but before Chicago rap took off, there was no such thing as clout chasing worldwide. You know what I mean? You got clout. You got clout by putting in work. You got clout by dealing with the girls. Like, clout was earned. You understand what I'm saying? Clout chasing started in Chicago with DJ Academics giving them boys clout, so they started chasing it. And part of chasing clout, and when you living in hazardous environments, it might be murders, it might be robberies, it might be violence. But DJ Academics reported on it, and he propelled it. He made it a thing, man. That's facts. It's not my opinion. I was there. I was old enough to know. I'm older than DJ Academics. I watched it. And like I said, even if he didn't know back then, he know now. So for him to carry it this way, knowing that what he did was detrimental, it just show you here fuckboy. He don't stand on nothing. You ain't being bitch. It's just about acknowledging that, yo, I try to make right on the situation. You know what I mean? Just make it right, bro. Even though it's really nothing you can do, but at least make an attempt. Make an attempt to fix that shit, man. You fucked that city up, bro. You played a major role in it.
Resources, my money, or whatever, because you feel like owe it to Chicago,
What's up,
to your
Lachey?
neighborhood, to this other person. Fuck off. End of conversation. Fuck off. Okay? I've tried to placate with y'all for like years. I used to be sitting there listening to y'all tell me this and well, you gave this guy a nickname. I get it. I've spoken in length about how I could have done the war in Chiraq better. The war in Chiraq is not the genesis of my career, is not the biggest thing that propelled my career, but it is something that is notable in my career. I'm not here to give no more apologies. No more apologies. But what I am here to do is to speak directly to people like G Herbo. G Herbo said something. You perpetuate this bullshit when you talk to niggas like that and you say dumb shit like that.
Straight
So
up,
you're
man.
telling me the media guy who covered the nonsense that you guys propagated, the beefs that you guys stirred up. By the way, all while this happened, you noticed that after niggas stopped investing in that Chicago scene, which rapper been popping from there? Not one. Half of the reason y'all got a career is because there was media that covered y'all. But none of y'all take that accountability. Y'all think the people who covered y'all owe it to the people.
Yo, that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. That's like saying the crack epidemic wasn't detrimental to the community. That's the same argument. That's like saying just because through the crack epidemic, motherfuckers got millions. You know what I mean? Just because certain drug dealers came up out of crack epidemic and escaped it. You understand? They made a lot of money. They ain't go to jail. That's like saying just because they made it, that negates all the people that died. All the people that got life in prison. Yo, that is a nonsense, dumbass argument. Willie the Great. And you talk about exactly. That shit sound fucking stupid. What are you talking about, man? You can't. It's like apples to oranges, man. So since 10 people made it, what about the 400 or 700 or 1,000 that died, bro? That shit sound dumb, yo. See, yo, these guys only sound smart to people that's stupid. And if you can think for yourself, man, you look. He thought he made a great point. That shit is a moot point, irrelevant. Yeah, all that.
But y'all don't owe shit. Why? Because you live there. Y'all made the music who that we were reporting on. Y'all gave us the things and the content we were talking about. Y'all did all of these things. Y'all or the people associated. Y'all did all the killings. We never killed nobody.
He called it for.
And if y'all want to go with this whole, yeah, well, you know, you gaslit it, this and third. Well, I gaslit your career too.
Yeah,
so
he thought he made a good point.
You're gonna give me credit for that stuff, but what about y'all career? Would you be sitting there if it wasn't for me? Would any of y'all niggas be sitting there? Also, let's just talk about this if we're giving blame. Does Lil Durk owe all his money to FBG Duck? Because if we're talking about people who damn near died and catapulted.
Yo, that's another dumbass point. Lil Durk was in the mix. See, yo, what I tell y'all about rappers, right? All right. I don't like drill music. I think drill music is detrimental. I wish drill music never happened. But what I can say is, I respect far more the rapper that actually lives it. You know why? Because the same music that he propagating to the people and the same consequences that the people that listen to this music and follow this music is facing, they gonna face it too. I respect them much more than the rapper that's talking it and ain't living it. So you out here spitting violence to the community, spitting all this detrimental shit to the community, but you somewhere put up in Beverly Hills and you ain't gonna face no backlash. Yo, Lil Durk was in the mix. Lil Durk was in the war. He could speak on it. You on the outside, bro. You on the outside, way outside. Nigga don't even know where the fuck you was at. Promoting the violence through your motherfucking YouTube channel. The violence that Durk and I was going through. Durk lost a cousin. Dirk lost friends, family. It's not the same. See, that's why they don't platform me, y'all. Because I've been to turn the whole table over on this bitch. Because you can't sit around and just tell me no motherfucking anything.
Your career and your platform off of someone's death, should Chief Keef give all his money to Tuka? When you start making that challenge to those people, but y'all niggas never talk to rappers. This is why I don't like y'all. And this is why I stop apologizing to y'all. It's Big Act, never the little one. It's over.
Maybe he's just ignorant. Yo, I don't want you to call in yet. We'll get back to it. Maybe he's just ignorant. I appreciate it. Maybe he's just ignorant and just don't know what he's talking about. Yo, because he's not making good points right now. At all. It's not making good points.
Y'all made y'all careers off of hyping up death, dysfunction, dissing people. For years, we thought Chief Keef's sent his whole bank account to Tuka.
I just told you, weird and wacky. I don't respect those guys. I just told you that. I don't respect those guys that get up, move away, and still propagate the violence when they can't be touched. Or when they're not in a position to be touched. I don't respect those guys, man. I think those guys are part of the problem as well. See, if y'all new here, y'all probably ain't never heard this show, but my stance is always consistent. You can go back to the first video when I ever talked about this shit. It's going to sound kind of similar. I feel the same way all around the board. I'm not flip-flopping or none of that.
Tuka's mom. Half of y'all have lifted y'all own platforms off of y'all op. We have 1 million people who died over there that we could just attribute your career to.
Yo, that is irrelevant, yo. Yo, that is irrelevant. They was in it. They was in it, bro. You wasn't in it. You incorporated yourself in it. And this another thing too, y'all. It's another thing too, right? It wouldn't have never got that big if DJ Akademiks ain't report on it. It had never got that big. So even with the rappers talking that shit and dissing in their songs, similar to how it is today. You know what I mean? The Q50s and all them little niggas that be doing all that shit. They're not going to get the views unless the blogs post it. The blogs would make things go viral. DJ Akademiks was just early on with it. But some of these rappers, some of these drill beefs, them Instagram lives, yo, if they don't get shared by blogs, that bitch probably get 500 views. It's once to get the Say Cheese or No Jumper or International Drill Music or, you know, one of them drill pages where that bitch go from motherfucking 500 views on his live to 500,000 views on Instagram, 1 million views on YouTube. Yo, the blogs are the blame for a lot of the bullshit. Nobody wants to admit it. Nobody wants to take accountability for it, but I'm going to tell it like it is because I don't push that shit. Yeah, that don't mean he the realest. That don't mean he the realest. Willie the Great.
And that's why people are being intrigued. Also, here's the thing. I don't like
What's up,
in
Shane?
any type of form. G Herbo. You were just caught up in a Fed case where you were accused of embezzling and stealing funds, $1.5 million. You bought private jets, luxury puppies, went on vacations to Jamaica and all that type of stuff, took bitches all around the world.
What's up, King?
You only had to pay back $100,000 in restitution. What happened to the other $1.4 million? Don't you think you should give that back to the grandmas who y'all stole their credit cards? I could read them.
Yo, what the fuck is he talking about? We ready to move the case off. He going through his criminal case.
All the bullshit. Here's the point. The day when I see G Herbo,
he deflecting. You know, this is what people do, yo, when they wrong and they know they wrong, and they can't explain their wrong, so they just start deflecting. You know, this is protocol. right, JB, when somebody is guilty. It's protocol.
Or any of these other
It's
Chicago.
like when you call somebody else for being a clown, they be like, well, shit, I'm getting money. Like, what the fuck? I didn't question was you getting money. I just said you was a clown, bro. You feel me? So a lot of clowns getting money. Like, that don't take away your clownness. You feel me? That don't mean you ain't goofy. You just a getting money goofy. Like, you know, the point still remains the same.
Rappers put down the mic and say they're done with it because you're part of the same thing that you're accusing me of.
No, see, really, you gotta be new here. Fuck no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. I never said you could do that. Where'd you even get that from? I always make the analogy of when I talk about Charleston White, where they say, you know, he say shit real sometimes. I say, yo, so if I was selling dope Monday through Friday and giving out backpacks and having cookouts on a weekend, yo, what the fuck does that make me? If I'm burning down the community 5 days a week and then 2 days I'm going to motherfucking, I go to church on Sunday, am I going to be saved?
If there wasn't a salacious
Yeah, he gotta be new here.
aspect of what people were seeing with Chicago, none of you niggas would be that big. Which I think y'all made that great of music. There's killing everywhere. Jacksonville niggas, we didn't see a wave of Jacksonville niggas getting that big. They all just died. Sorry. Philadelphia, they all just died. Sorry.
I can't watch this. You're acting like they ain't even people. Fuck yo. We going to Ksoo trial, man. You're talking about them people like they ain't even fucking people. Like they ain't got families and shit. Yo, I said ain't no way he can make it right. But you can at least attempt to. I mean, you can at least do something. That's what I said. Ain't no way he can make it right. But at least show some type of gratitude. Show that, yo, I mean, I know I can't make it right, yo,
you also
but...
have a background in the military? I do have a background in the military. I was a captain in the U.S. Air Force.
Yeah, we going to Queso, yo. Queso father is a bitch. Like, he's the worst kind of guy, yo. The worst kind of guy. He'll really sat there and testified on his fucking son. Both sons. So we ready to go through his testimony today.
Okay, state you may call your next witness.
Abdul Robinson Sr.
All right, let's bring out Mr. Robinson Sr.
Man, his father a bitch. His father's at a death penalty, man. For real, yo. Like, yo, they shouldn't have, he shouldn't even been allowed to testify on his kids. Yo, they your kids, bro. You raised them. So whatever downfalls or issues they got, bitch, it was your job to fix them. How the fuck you going, now they find themselves in a situation like this and your bitch ass is allowed to testify to get a 7-year sentence. Like, yo, that is crazy to me, man. And that's what he did. That's what they all do. Told y'all you gotta watch these guys. Yeah, but the defense fell short a few times so far. A few times, yo, the defense fell short. The defense fell short when the conversation came up that they was in a stolen car. What the defense supposed to elaborated on was the fact that, yo, when a hood has a stolen car, anybody is in it. Most of the hood probably rolled in it. So, Queso DNA being in that car doesn't really guarantee that he was in that car and did that shooting. Like, they supposed to highlighted that to the jury. They didn't. And it's another part of here I wanted to show you. My bad. And it's another part of the trial I wanted to show y'all where they also fell flat. They fell flat a few times. They supposed to highlight it. They supposed to highlight it, the father. The father made it seem like he doing this for his kids. Yo, but you got 2 kids on the stand and you trying to send them to prison. You ain't doing none of this shit for your fucking kids. Yo, snitches don't do shit for other people. I told y'all, yo, snitching is a selfish act. Most people that's selfish will also tell on you too. That's how you avoid being in this type of situation, man. You avoid being in this type of situation, yo, by watching a person's character. I guarantee you, looking back at it, his character all fucked up. Everything about him screams right. Yeah, he get smacked at 11 kids. He not no father to 11 kids, man. Man, he been in prison half his life.
All right, Mr.
Yeah,
Robin.
yo, I see when they said that, but I'm talking about the fact that not even just that one person. Not even just that one person. It probably was 15 people, different people in that car, man. Like they should have broadened it out instead of just putting it on one person. That shit could have been anybody, just because his DNA was there.
Listen, if you'll come forward and be sworn.
Yeah, he told on this case. He a bitch. Yeah, remember I said he was a. Remember I said he was a. He got tenure. You know what I mean? This man was a long-term rat. He been telling. And what it looks like, every time he get in a situation like this, he tells. That's why I say, you need to stop allowing this shit, yo. You can't keep telling. You know what I mean? You can't tell 2 cases in a row, yo. Fuck that. You told on one case, the next case, you gotta eat this one. Like that's how they gotta start doing these niggas, man. So you think you just gotta get out of jail free card? He FBG butter. You just gotta get out of jail free card. Anytime he find himself in these fucked up situations where his life is on the line, and they just keep allowing him to tell to get out of it. Nope, not this time. You can't tell this time, Pops. You told the last case. This case, you gonna eat this one. Straight up, you going to jail this time. That's how you need to start doing them motherfuckers, man. Keep allowing them motherfuckers to commit crimes and tell on people and shit to get lighter sentences. You might as well work for the feds. Fucking bitch.
All right, sir, if you'll have a seat in that chair and speak clearly, verbally, and closely to that microphone.
Yeah, that's what they do, Cleveland.
If you'll sit up a little closer. All right, state, you may proceed.
Thank you. May I please, court?
Yes.
Could you please
I'm gonna speed it up some,
state your
y'all.
name for the record, sir?
Abdul Robinson, Senior.
Please stay close to the microphone and your voice up. Do you have any nicknames?
Yes, Blue.
And how old are you today?
54.
You have any children?
Yes.
How many?
I have 11 children.
What's the age of your oldest child?
34.
And your youngest?
6.
Prior to getting arrested, did you have a good relationship with all of your children?
Yes.
No, he did.
And are you currently incarcerated on a number of felony charges?
Yes.
On 2 separate cases?
Yes.
When were you arrested and taken into custody?
September the 10th, 2020.
And have you remained incarcerated since your arrest?
Yes.
The fuck is
Have you been
he
charged by the state with accessory after the fact to first-degree murder and solicitation to commit first-degree murder related to the murder of David Rothermel?
Yes.
And when did that murder take place?
I think on January 31st, 2019.
And there was the potential for you to be charged as a principal in that murder, is that correct?
Yes.
But you weren't.
No.
And you have co-defendants who have been charged with the murder of David Rothermel.
Yes.
And who are they?
Christopher Brown, Derek Hudson, Dominique Bonner.
And so you know who all 3 of those individuals are.
Yes.
Have you also been charged by the state with accessory after the fact to commit first-degree murder related to the murder of Charles McCormick?
Yes.
And did that murder take place on January 15th of 2020?
Yes.
Are Hakeem Robinson, Abdul Robinson Jr., Leroy Whitaker, and Dominic Barner also charged
Okay,
with
so
the murder
far
of Charles
telling
McCormick?
on his
Yes.
kids.
How are you related to Abdul Robinson Jr. and Hakeem Robinson?
Their father.
They have the same mother?
No.
Who's Abdul Robinson Jr.'s mother?
Angela Linda.
And what about Hakeem Robinson?
Ebony Walters.
Who's older between Abdul Jr. and Hakeem?
Abdul Jr.
How much older?
4 years.
Do you recall what Abdul Robinson Jr.'s birthday
Yo,
is?
but the defense
Yes.
did do a good job of showing that, yo, he may have been more complicit than he's letting himself. He's trying to act like he ain't know nothing about this shit. But what it seems like, based off his history, is he was probably the one more likely calling the motherfucking shots. That's why they called this bitch ass. He tried to act like he ain't know. Oh no, I ain't know what I was getting myself into. This motherfucker knew it all, man. Cause this bitch ass got shot.
What is it?
November 9th, 94.
And what about Hakeem Robinson?
If it,
November.
the max he can get from, he got 2 murder cases. The max he can get is 20 years. And the minimum is 7. They're gonna get into it.
9th, 98.
So, same day, just 4 years apart.
Yes.
Does Abdul Jr. have any nicknames?
Yes.
What are they?
Little Blue,
He heard the
Okay.
case in 99.
Does he also go by his middle name sometimes?
Green.
Does Hakeem Robinson have any nicknames?
Yes.
What are they?
Kimmy,
Yeah, Black Monster.
Queso.
What's the Queso nickname for?
That's the entertainment name.
The rap name?
Yes, rap name.
Now, prior to getting arrested,
It is
who was
super
Abdul
secret.
Robinson Jr. living with?
With me.
And for about how long had he been living with you?
Sh- about 10 years.
And what about Hakeem Robinson? Where was he living?
He was living with me.
In January of 2020, were you, Abdul Robinson Jr., and Hakeem Robinson all living on Brown Jersey Court?
Yes.
Is that in the Ocean Way area?
Yes.
Prior to living in that home, what area of town were y'all living in?
West Side, Norman area.
Normandy? Do you know a person named Leroy Whitaker?
Yes.
Are Hakeem Robinson and Leroy Whitaker related to one another?
Yes.
How so?
Cousins.
Okay. And what's the family connection?
Mother and
He probably is.
father and mother,
All that
brother
fucking
and
singing.
sisters.
Probably part
So
of
is
the
that-
stylistics.
Leroy Whitaker's father and Hakeem Robinson's mother?
Yes.
Now, over the years, kind of leading up to 2020, did Hakeem Robinson and Leroy Whitaker have a close relationship?
Yes.
Does Leroy Whitaker have a nickname?
Yes.
And what is it?
Scotty.
Yo, this is amazing, y'all.
Mr. Robinson, do you see your son Hakeem Robinson in the courtroom here today?
Yes.
Can you tell us where he's seated and what he's
Damn,
wearing?
yo. Like, yo, this is
Oh,
bad,
he
yo.
said it.
Y'all would kill my father, bro. Like, yo, this nigga's, yo, this is crazy to me. This is crazy, y'all. Like, yo really is testifying on his fucking kids, man. His kids. And mind you, this guy say he got health issues. He said he got health issues. So you fucking ready to die anyway. Like, you would have thought that if he had any kind of integrity, he'd have ate the case. I mean, he'd have ate the case. No, it's all on me. It ain't had nothing to do with it. Send them home. But nah, your bitch ass trying to live 3 more years before he die. This nigga crazy why his kids get life in prison.
These 2 lawyers right there with a beige suit on.
The record reflect the witnesses identified Mr. Hakeem Robinson.
Okay, the record shall so reflect.
And do you also see Leroy Whitaker in the courtroom here today?
Yes.
Can you tell us where he's seated and what he's wearing?
He's wearing a gray suit. Sitting right next to his lawyer.
Is that which table?
Front table.
The record reflect.
All right, the record shall so reflect.
You also know someone by the name of Dominique Barner.
Yes.
Is Dominique Barner related to your family?
Nope.
Were you friends with Dominique Barner's father?
Yes.
So how long would you say you've known Dominique Barner?
Most all his life.
Does Dominique Barner have a nickname?
That's
Yes.
how he is
What
really
is it?
thinking, yo.
Butter?
And do you know why he has that nickname?
No, I don't know why I have it.
Now, prior to getting arrested, was Dominique Barner friends with Abdul Robinson Jr.?
Yes.
Did he also spend time with Hakeem Robinson?
Yes.
Now, on April 11th of 22, did you enter pleas of guilty to the court in both of your pending cases?
Yes, I did.
And was that plea partially negotiated with the state?
Yes.
Now, as part of your plea, you agreed to cooperate against the co-defendants in both cases?
Yes.
Have you been sentenced yet on either of your charges?
No, I haven't.
Who ultimately will decide what sentence you get?
From my understanding, the judge.
And what judge did you enter pleas of guilty to?
Miss Salvador.
Now, in the Damon Rothermel murder case, where you pled to accessory after the fact, is that right?
Yes.
And based on that plea, when you were sentenced by the judge, did the state agree that we will drop the solicitation to commit murder charge?
Yes.
Is both the accessory after the fact and the solicitation a first-degree felony?
Yes.
So they're both punishable by 30 years.
So basically,
Yes.
they was going to charge him with motherfucking financing the murder. But in order for because of his testimony, he getting charged with accessory after the fact. He's a bitch. He's a bitch. Old bitch. I can't stand people like him, man. Like, yo, why, yo, you don't have to get involved. You know what I mean? Yo, you don't have to get involved, bro. Like, and nobody putting a gun to your head and making you make these decisions. These people want to make decisions and don't stand on it. That's probably how he always thought. What's up, Mel? Shit, if I get caught, I'm just gonna tell. No, bitch. How about don't do it? Like, how about that, yo? How about just don't do it, yo? Don't be involved. Like, these niggas is crazy, man.
And in the Charles McCormick murder case, you also pled to accessory after the fact to first-degree felony.
Yes.
All right, and typically first-degree felony punishable by up to 30 years. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, as part of your pleas, did the state agree to cap the maximum sentence you could receive to be 20 years?
Yes.
Now, if you are to receive a 20-year sentence from the court, how old would you be approximately at the end of that sentence?
Say that again.
If you were to be sentenced to 20 years by the court, at the end of that sentence, approximately how old would you be?
I'll be close to 70.
And as part of your plea, did you have sentencing guidelines in your case
though, y'all.
Yes.
that represent the
In the
lowest
opening
sentence?
statements, the Queso lawyer said he don't even take care of his kids. He don't got no. That's why, yo, you gotta be, yo, pay attention to character, man. Yo got 11 kids. He probably ain't been involved in none of their life for real. They probably all know him. Probably saying, Dad, what's up? I mean, saying riding past and shit. But he ain't no motherfucking active father. Active father wouldn't even pull no move like this. Oh, character matters, man. Telling you. Pay attention to the character, man.
The court should sentence you to, absent a legal reason to go below?
Yes.
And what were your guidelines in your case? Do you recall?
76
Family cut
months
him
to
off.
20 years.
Now, even though cooperation provides a legal basis that allows the court to go below, does the court have to?
No.
Does the court have to follow any recommendation the state makes?
No.
And sitting here, do you have any idea what sentence you're going to get?
Nope.
Are you hoping for the best sentence you can get?
Yes.
Hope they give his ass 20.
Did the state of Florida at any time promise you that we would recommend any specific sentence?
No.
Hope they give his ass the whole 20. Make his
On
ass
January
die in
15,
prison
2020,
anyway. If I was
prior
a
to the murder
judge,
of Charles
if I was
McCormick.
a judge, I'd give his ass the whole 20. You lucky I ain't the judge of this case. I'd have gave his ass the whole 20. Yeah, bitch, you still gonna die in prison. Cause that's what you deserve, yo. Can't believe you testified on your own fucking kids. I hope the judge look at it that way. She probably like, this nigga is fucking despicable. This nigga's a fucking disgrace to humanity. Yo, he's a danger to society. He don't deserve to be on the streets, y'all. Abdul Robinson Sr. is a danger to society. Straight up, y'all. You can testify on your kids, yo, that in the crime that you participated in, 20. Yup, I'm giving them the whole 20, and I'm giving them no parole. 20, no parole. Bitch, we all dying in prison. That's the fuck you get. You thought you had a friend. You heard me? you thought you had a friend, didn't you? Nope. You died too. Suck ass nigga.
Were you aware of what was going to happen to him that day?
No.
Did you participate in any of the planning of the murder of Charles McCormick?
No.
Were you present when Charles McCormick was murdered?
No.
Did you know that was going to happen before it happened?
No.
When did you find out Charles McCormick was going to be murdered? Or, excuse me, when did you find out Charles McCormick had been murdered?
After I picked up Scott and Butter.
So that would be Leroy Whitaker and Dominic Varner?
Yes.
You indicated you picked them up. How did you know that they needed a ride on January 15, 2020?
My son called me and asked me to go get Scott a ride.
Which son?
Kareem.
Abdul Jr.?
Yes.
Do you recall what Abdul Jr.'s phone number was that he communicated with you on that day?
I think it's 904 624 36 94 84.
3684?
Yeah.
Do you recall what your phone number was back on January 15, 2020?
904 866 2370.
Now, sitting here today, you realize that you are testifying against not only co-defendants, but family members.
Yes.
Why are you doing that?
Well, I have a number of reasons.
Listen to his reasons, though, y'all.
I got some health issues. I got 2 6-year-olds. And
You see what he said first? I got some health issues. That's his reason. Ain't about no goddamn kids. This man is on some self-preservation shit. He ain't worried about nobody else but his goddamn self.
an 8-year-old daughter. And, you know, when my 8-year-old daughter asked me when I'm going to come take her to the daddy-daughter dance.
Objection, hearsay relevance.
Wouldn't be taking my child no motherfucking way.
You can't.
When she asked me over each year when I'm going to come take her there, and I keep letting her
Yeah,
down.
it's dirty work, man.
Then my 6-year-old son, when he asked me if I'm going to come to his football games,
Them women
come
better
take him fishing.
Them women better let them
The
kids let them get
6-year-old,
around
he
them
asked
kids.
me,
Fuck around snitch on them too.
do
He be the
when I'm gonna come
nigga.
see.
He be the nigga for car coming. He fuck around push the kid. Yo, he the type of nigga, yo, that if nigga get to shooting at him, yo, he gonna jump behind a lady or something. Yo gonna grab somebody, hold him as a shield. Man, they better keep them kids. If yo get out of prison, they better keep them kids far away from yo. You heard me? Car come, he fuck around, push him in the street. Like, yo, you can't trust these type of people. Yo, that's what I'm saying. He really is a danger to society, man.
And when he begging me, please come see me, daddy. He want to teach me how to play the game, but he don't know where I'm at. You know, things like that. My health issues.
What health issues do you have?
I have diabetic. I'm diabetic. I'm on high blood pressure. I suffer from congestive heart failure. I just found out June 25th that my kidneys is failing rapidly.
So you ain't dying anyway, bro.
Has becoming a witness in this case
Man,
negatively
die
impacted
in
your
jail
relationship
or
with
die
your
on the
entire
streets,
family?
bitch. So the same.
I really don't have no more relationship with my family, besides one person.
So a part of your family completely cut you out.
Yeah.
When people know that you're cooperating, does that make it easier or harder for you when you're incarcerated?
Well, it make it harder for me.
Or about when you get out?
Extremely harder.
Is cooperating in this case something that is easy for you to do?
No, this is the most hardest decision I've had to make in my life.
The day that Charles McCormick was murdered on January 15, 2020, does that specific day hold any significance for you and your family?
Yes.
And why is that day significant in your mind?
It's the date that my son got killed.
Who was your son that got killed?
Willie Addison.
Is he your biological child?
Yeah, he failed at
No.
life. He failed at life. He
Do you
failed
still
his
consider him to
kids.
be your son?
Yeah.
Like, yo, ain't no way you been through all this shit in the streets, yo, and you allowed your kids to go this route, yo. That's why he shouldn't be able to get no deal. You got kids murdered in the streets. You got 2 kids locked up for murder. Yo, ain't no fucking way, bro. You failed. No deal. No deal. Judge denied. No, he don't deserve a deal, prosecution. It's all his fault. If he'd have raised better fucking children, they wouldn't be out this bitch killing and drilling and drill rapping. But he somehow, some way tried to duck accountability and blame them.
So I consider him to be my son.
Did Willie Addison have a nickname?
Yes.
What was that?
Lil
Like-
Willie, Boss Goon,
Who was Willie Addison's mother?
Angela.
Got a son named
Same as
Boss
Abdul
Gone.
Jr.?
Yeah.
Right.
What was the age difference between Willie and Abdul Jr.?
I think about 2 years.
Before Willie Addison was killed on January 15, 2019, where was he living?
He was living with me.
And what area of town was that?
Normandy, off Normandy.
Who else was living there at the time?
Hakeem, my daughter, and Abdul Jr.
Were Abdul Jr. and Hakeem Robinson close to Willie?
Yes.
How close would they be? Would you consider them?
It was pretty close.
Did they consider one another to in fact be brothers?
Yes.
Where was Willie Addison when he was actually shot on January 15, 2019?
He was in the truck with me in the passenger seat.
Were you driving?
Yes.
And so Willie was in the front passenger seat?
Yes.
Was anyone else in the vehicle?
It was like 4 more people in the vehicle.
Who were they?
Abdul Jr., Moody, my nephew, Samuel.
Yeah,
And
I'm
Pooh Red.
tripping too, Mike.
Is
This is
Pooh Red
amazing,
Torgon
yo.
Williams?
Yes.
I could
Is
never
Torgon
do this
Williams
shit to my
related?
kids, man.
Yes,
Also,
cousin.
I could never do
now,
this shit to
did
my
Torgon
kids,
and Willie
bro.
have a
Like, yo,
relationship?
his kids in his 20s and 30s, yo, you 50-something and you sickly. Like, yo, it'll be a much easier sentence for you. Like, oh, these boys are young as a bitch. They liable to do 50 years in prison, bro. You ain't, if you catch life, you might only got 20 years left. Might not even got that, you know, based off his health and what he's saying. Yo, ain't no way I could do this to my fucking children, man. Ain't no fucking way, yo. I would hang myself, yo, if I go this route. Like, yo, this guy's crazy, man. And I ain't saying that's what you should do. I'm just saying, you know, figuratively, not literally. But it's no way, yo. Like, how you look yourself in the mirror, bro? Like, you're not even a man. I mean, you're not a man at this point, bro. You less than human. Scum of the earth. You participated in this crime, bro. And he's trying to act like he didn't know nothing about it, but you participated in other crimes. So what's the odds of you? That's why they even felt comfortable with calling you out here participating with crimes with children. That's why you gotta watch these, what I tell y'all about these type of guys, yo. You gotta watch the old head that hang around the young boys and manipulate the young boys. At this age, they ain't right. It ain't like a 30-year-old or a 27-year-old dealing with 17-year-olds. No, he's still young as goddamn self. This is a grown-ass man in his 50s, in his 40s, involving himself in street beef with his kids that's in their early 20s. These do be the guys that'll tell on you.
I think it was okay.
Was Torgon Williams close to your son Abdul Robinson Jr.?
Yes.
How was Torgon's relationship with Hakeem Robinson?
Well, they had a pretty good relationship.
Now, when Willie Addison was shot, was anyone else inside the vehicle hurt as well?
Everybody.
Including you?
Yes.
After everyone was shot, what did you do?
Well, I drove to the hospital, and as I was driving, I could, I could hear Willie making this guzzling noise, and I hold his hand while I was driving, because I didn't want him to die. I feel like he died alone.
Oh man, that you sound like you got some.
I drove to Memorial Hospital.
Get the fuck out of here.
When we got to the hospital, I got everybody out the car while I was shot.
Oh yeah.
And helped everybody get inside the hospital.
Yo, so he saved the day, y'all. He fuck around was the target, the bitch ass. You probably the reason everybody got shot. Now you act like he was Superman. Yeah, I was shot. I held his hand the whole time. I was shot, but even with me being shot, I still got everybody out the car. Bitch, shut up. They probably wanted you. If it was nobody in that car, they probably still aired that bitch out. You probably got everybody shot. Fuck, nigga. I don't like these type of people, man.
They didn't want to help us.
Where were you shot?
In the back.
Where in the vehicle was Abdul Jr. seated?
In the middle row.
Was he shot?
Yes.
Where was Abdul Jr. shot?
In the head.
Did he almost die?
Yes. I think he did die, but he, came back.
What about your nephew? You said Sammy? Is he hurt?
Yeah.
How was he hurt?
Well, he got shot about 7 times. He's paralyzed right now.
And Torgon was shot?
Yes.
Multiple times?
Yes.
How long did Abdul Jr., since he was shot in the head, how long did he remain in the hospital?
He stayed in the hospital about 3 or 4 months.
After Abdul Jr. got out of the hospital, was he still physically affected by his injuries?
Yes, he had to learn how to, he had to basically learn how to do everything all over again.
Walk again?
Walk again, talk again, everything. We had to go to Brooks therapy.
Did you help Abdul Jr. as he recovered?
Yes, I did.
Was Abdul Jr. Affected mentally by the shooting?
Yes.
Also?
I think it made him more angry. Like,
fuck boy.
I don't know if bipolar would be the right word to use, but it made him it changed his mood swing.
Now, Hakeem Robinson was not in the vehicle when the shooting happened, correct?
No.
How was he affected mentally by Abdul Jr. and his family members being hurt? Objection, speculation, personal knowledge.
Yeah, unless he has personal knowledge, I'll sustain that objection.
You have
Yo,
personal
and
knowledge.
the judge is biased as a motherfucker too, y'all. Yo, this judge, damn near every objection that the defense made, she overruled damn near all them bitches. Like when this case go into appeal process and they look at the judge's rulings, they gonna be like, God damn. Watch, y'all just watch. You see what I'm saying? Every time the defense objected, she overruled it. And she did not do the same when the prosecution objected. She sustained them bitches.
Feeling after this happened?
Yeah.
Is that because he was living with you?
Yes.
How old was Hakeem Robinson after this?
I mean, he was angry about it. I mean, we was all angry about it.
To the best of your knowledge, was Charles McCormick involved in the shooting of Willie Addison or anyone else in that vehicle, personally?
Nope.
After Willie Addison was killed, did Charles McCormick put out a song that personally upset you and your family?
Yes.
And what's a diss song or a diss track?
Oh, it's when you talk about somebody. Somebody's dead.
Is that what Charles McCormick's song did?
Yes.
And who did it reference that upset you and your family?
He talked about Willie.
How did you find out about that song?
Social media.
Did you personally find it, or did someone point it out to you?
No, my son showed it to me.
Which one?
Both of them.
And that would be
Kareem and Hakeem.
Abdul Jr. and Hakeem Robinson?
Yes.
Did Abdul Jr. or Hakeem Robinson, either one, talk about the song?
I mean, yeah, they didn't like it.
Are you familiar with a local rap group known as ATK?
Yes.
Yo,
Do you consider yourself to be a...
the defense should have objected. Cause that's speculatory. Like, the defense didn't do a great job with these last two witnesses. I think they could have did better. They could have objected to that and said that was speculatory. Because how the fuck do he know how they felt? Did they tell you how they felt? Or you're just speculating? There's no way you can know that's how they felt unless they fucking told you, man.
member of ATK?
Nope.
Is
No,
Abdul
they
Robinson
paid the
Jr.
times.
part of ATK?
Yep.
What about Hakeem Robinson?
Yes.
Leroy Whitaker?
Yes.
Torgon Williams?
Yep.
And is Dominic Barner affiliated with members of ATK?
Yep.
Was Charles McCormick part of ATK?
Nope.
Who was Charles McCormick affiliated with?
6 block.
All right, another local rap group here?
Yes.
Did Charles McCormick have a rap name or a nickname that you're aware of?
Yep.
All right, and what was that?
Little Buck.
How would you describe the relationship between the group 6 Block and the group ATK?
They didn't like each other.
Yo,
They
look
get
at
along?
it's
No.
right here. Anton.
Do they consider one another to be ops?
Look,
Yes.
Queso murder trial. This is his father testifying on.
Who do you know that had a desire to go after Charles McCormick based on that song?
I would say a few people.
All right, anybody related to you or anyone else?
Yeah.
All right, well, who would you think had the most?
The most, I would say Abdul, my son, both of them.
I would object-
Hakeem and Abdul.
They supposed to objected to that too. Like, yo, they supposed to objected to that. Yo, how can he say he don't know that? You know what I mean? Yo, you can't say that's a fact. They supposed to objected to that, man.
In January of 2020, did Abdul Jr. Own his own vehicle?
No.
How did he get around?
Rent a car.
Do you recall if on January 15th of 2020, Abdul Jr. had a rental car?
Yes.
What kind did he have?
A Dodge Journey.
Did both Abdul Jr. and Hakeem Robinson travel in rental cars?
Yes.
Did you own a car on January 15th, 2020?
Yes.
What kind?
Dodge Challenger.
What color was it?
Like reddish orange.
And the phone that you had on January 15th, 2020, what type of phone was it?
An iPhone.
I think you said earlier, but 904-866-2370, was that your number?
Yes.
Who was your cell carrier?
T-Mobile.
Was that account under your name, Abdul Robinson Sr.?
No.
What name was it under?
Garrett Watts.
Who was Daryl Watts?
A friend of mine.
Is he deceased?
Yes.
So why was your phone under an account with that name?
Well, we went to get them together. His credit was a little better than mine.
So did you maintain your phone under that account after he passed?
Yes, I was an authorized user.
Did Abdul Robinson Jr. have a cell phone in January 2020?
Yes.
Did he have just one?
No, he had a couple phones.
Why do you have a couple phones?
I mean, you got, your work phone, your phone for your ladies, or something like that, different phones.
What was Abdul Jr.'s primary number back in January 2020? Was that the 624-3684 you mentioned?
Yes.
Is that the number you typically would communicate with him on?
Yes.
Did he have a second phone number that you helped get it?
Yes.
Do you recall what that number was?
I think the area code was 478 491 2831.
And how do you know that was a
I
number
didn't
that
really get a chance to
was
look
using?
at that. I heard the lawyer though. I heard the lawyer dismantled that argument though. That 3D image.
I got the phone for him.
Was that put up under the Darrell Watts account name?
Yes.
Do you recall when that was done approximately?
I know it was, I think it was like November. In November, I think it's like November 12th or the 15th.
Yeah, here cool.
So sometime in November?
Yeah.
Would that be a
The
2000?
prosecution did a real good job of coercing him and Barnett. They did a very good job of feeding them information and explaining to them what to answer and how to answer it.
The 19?
Yes.
Did Hakeem Robinson own a cell phone in January 2020?
Yes.
Did he have just one phone?
He had a couple phones.
What type of phones did he have?
iPhone.
And what was Hakeem Robinson's primary number back in January 2020 that you would communicate with him on?
It's like, yo, these niggas,
The phone number.
yo, they not even giving it, like, he not even giving his son no wiggle room. Like, all right, yo, you go inside when you being a bitch. Yo, but you could at least leave the door open. Like, him and Barnett, they try to slam the door on these boys, man. They trying to slam the door on them, man. And this is this man kids. They're fresh in blood, man. You watch these, well, you probably ain't watch them grow up, but you knew about them since their whole life. You feel me? You might ain't take care of, but you knew about these young niggas. And now you raise 7 in prison for the rest of their life. That's crazy, man. Like, I think I think he owes his children more than that. You already wasn't active. Like, this the least you can do is save their life.
Yes, sir.
904
Sky up.
704. I think 1595.
And was
That's
that
just an
phone
excuse,
number
bro.
under the Darrell Watts account?
No.
What account was that phone number under?
I don't know. I think his mother got that phone for him.
Miss Walters?
Yes.
Do you recognize phone number 478-305-9583?
Yes.
Whose phone number was that in January 2020?
Hakeem.
Now, the defense did a good
Robinson's.
job of attacking his character. His character is all fucked up. Now, I don't know how that's going to play into the jury, you know, when you weigh character versus evidence. But the defense did a great job of character assassinating the shit out y'all, for real.
Yes.
And how do you know that?
I got it for him.
Is that
I
under
just
the
think
Darrell
when it
Watts
came
account
down
as
to
well?
certain
Yes.
evidence,
Objection leading
they
on
supposed to
sole line
highlight
questioning.
it.
Well, I'll address the last question, and that's overruled.
Look, told you. Yo, rule
Was
every
the
fucking thing.
478-305-9583 number you just mentioned, was that activated on the same day as the one you got for Abdul Jr.?
Yes.
And did you at times pay that bill for them?
Yeah.
In January 2020, did Leroy Whitaker have a cell phone?
Yes.
Did you ever communicate with him on his cell phone?
Yes.
Do you recall what his phone number was at the time?
Straight up, bro.
904 803. I think 3671.
Look, all this is coercion,
Now,
bro.
turn your
Like, yo, all these guys got fucking photogenic, man. They remember everything from that time. But if you ask nigga what he did yesterday, I bet he couldn't tell you. What you do last week? I guarantee he couldn't tell you nothing he did last week. But 5 years ago, they remember every motherfucking thing. I think the defense supposed to highlighted that, and I don't think they did. Like, oh, this their testimony is very coerced. Very coerced. You remember all these numbers, bro? Where everybody saved numbers. Don't nobody remember numbers. But you just remember all these numbers from 5 years ago. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. You don't know the motherfucking numbers, nigga. You probably got them bitches written on your hand or something.
Attention back specifically to January 15, 2020. Did you get asked for help that day?
Yes.
And how did you get asked for help?
Well, I was asked to give somebody a ride, start a ride.
And who asked you specifically?
Abdul Jr.
And how did he get in touch with you to ask you that?
He called me.
Did he call you one time or more than once, do you recall?
I think he called me more than once.
When you spoke to Abdul Jr., did he tell you why Leroy Whitaker needed a ride?
No.
Do you know what area of town or Leroy Whitaker was in that you needed to go pick him up?
Say that again?
How did you know where to go pick Leroy Whitaker up?
Abdul Jr., he sent me a pin drop, a location.
What area of town did that take you to?
Arlington.
Was it a business area, a residential neighborhood?
Residential area.
When you went to pick Leroy Whitaker up, what were you driving?
Dodge Challenger.
And you had your phone number, that 866-2370 number with you?
Yes.
When you drove that Dodge Challenger over there, is that a car that's actually in your name?
Yes.
Prior to picking Leroy Whitaker up that day, did you ever speak to him on the phone?
Yes.
You get any information from him as well?
Yes. I called him and I think the location thing took me past the location, and I called him, asked him where he was at.
Worst kind of human being, man. I think he's dangerous to society, y'all. I swear, y'all hope the judge give him the whole 20. Yo, if the judge give him the whole 20, y'all, I will be laugh. Yo, he deserves the whole 20, man. He don't deserve no break. Even I mean, that's a break, but he deserve. If you sentencing your kids to prison, who you supposed to raised and guided them the right direction, and now you testifying against them and they die in prison, no, you gonna die in prison too. Straight up.
In the yard, a certain car, I can't remember what the car was though.
You recall what the name of the road was?
It was
where you
at
actually
30.
Or Townsend.
When you were driving on Townsend, did you see any police in the area?
Yes, I seen one police.
Where was that?
Say that again?
Where was that? Where did you see the police?
It was about a block or two from where I picked him up from.
Now, when you got to the correct location, what did you do?
Well, I pulled in the yard and I called Scotty, asked him, where they was at.
Now, you said you pulled into the yard. What was at that location?
Hmm?
Was that a home?
Yes, it was to the house.
Did you recognize that home?
No.
Did you have any idea who was living there?
No, I didn't.
Did Leroy Whitaker come out immediately?
No.
As you waited, did you reach out to anyone?
I reached out to Scotty. And, I got a little impatient. And I just asked him, where he at when he coming. He told me they was coming.
Did you reach out to anybody else?
Yes, I called my son, Abdul.
What was the purpose of contacting your son, Abdul Jr.?
I just wanted to know where they was at, what was taking so long.
Do you recall if that was a phone call or a communication by a message? Do you have any idea? I know it was 5 years ago.
I can't quite remember.
You told him yesterday.
Eventually, did Leroy Whitaker come out of the home?
Yes.
Was he by himself?
Nope.
Who was with him?
Butter.
And when Leroy Whitaker and Butter, Dominique Barner,
Yes.
when they both came out, how were they acting? How were they walking?
I mean, I would say a little urgent.
Do you recall what either one of them was wearing?
Yes, they had on some pajamas.
You remember any details about the pajamas?
Some Mountain Dew pajamas.
Come on, y'all.
Did that look like
He
clothes?
just remember every motherfucking thing. I'd ask him, do you remember what you had on? Like, yo, I would have tried to highlight the fact that, yo, this testimony is coerced. You gotta go off script a little bit. You just remember everything from that day. Everything. How much gas you have in the car? Was your tank off? Was your tank full? Was that bitch on E? Like, you should be able to tell me that. You can tell me everything else. The fuck?
You typically would see Leroy Whitaker or Dominic Barner in?
No.
Once they came out, did you let them into your car?
Say it again.
Did you let them both into your vehicle?
Yes.
After they got in,
kind of
what
tennis
direction
did
did
they
you drive
have on?
towards?
Towards Arlington Expressway.
Was they brand new?
And were there still police in the area?
Well, I only seen that one.
Now, as you were driving away, did you ask them, or were you concerned about anybody in particular?
Yes.
Who?
Hakeem.
And why were you concerned for Hakeem?
I know that's his circle of friends.
Nigga, no, he ain't. He
Was it
lying.
unusual in your mind for him not to be with them
He
at
lying.
that point?
Yeah.
He ain't concerned about no motherfucking body.
Now, as you were driving Leroy Whitaker and Dominic Barner away, did you find out what had happened to Charles McCormick?
Yes.
And you found out the details about who was involved?
Yes.
And did you continue to drive both Leroy Whitaker and Dominic Barner away?
Yes.
And after getting away from that neighborhood, did you make a stop?
That,
Yes.
I
Where'd you
feel the
stop?
same way, Mike.
We
He
started
wasn't
on
getting
Grand
no
Park.
deal, bro. I mean that shit, y'all. He wasn't getting no deal. My bad, that's cold down this bitch. Yo, he wasn't getting no deal if I was the judge, yo. What was the guidelines? Oh yeah, we was recommending anywhere from 7 to 30. 30. Fuck you, made bang the gavel. Bang that bitch on his head. Fuck 30, bitch. The fuck, you thought you was gonna get a deal today, didn't you? Nope, not today, not my courtroom. You feel me? Not Judge Mosley. you ain't get no deal today, nigga. Fuck you talking about? You get the whole 30, bitch. Y'all all gonna die in prison. Your bitch ass. Fuck around, bring them back for a sentence reduction. Bitch.
And what was the reason of stopping in that area?
Switch cars.
And were you able to do that?
Yes.
What car did you switch out of?
We got a white Impala.
Who did the white Impala belong to?
It was my daughter's car, but it was in my name.
Why did you want to switch out of your Dodge Challenger?
After I found out what happened, we in an orange car, very noticeable.
Did you eventually make it back to your home?
Yes.
And again, that's on
I
Brown
hear
Jersey
telling
Court.
on
Yes.
everybody and shit.
Do you recall around what time of day it was that you made it back to that
told me.
location? Approximately.
I can't say the exact time. It's like maybe, I can't say the exact time, maybe like 2:30 something up,
But in the afternoon.
Yes.
Yeah, for real, name. This
After you
uncharted
got
territory
back to your
right
home,
here.
did you do anything else to assist either Leroy Whitaker or Dominic Barner?
Yeah, because for
Yes.
one, yo, you
What'd you
shouldn't
do?
be committing crimes with your motherfucking kids. See, this the problem. Like I told you, you got these niggas like him that still think they young and want to be in the mix. Yo, why is you out here committing crimes with kids, bro? Like, this ain't the first one. This the second one. Ain't no telling how many crimes he committed with these boys. Now it's consequence time. I mean, it's judgment day. You got to answer for all your wrongdoings. And this is the route you going, bro. Man, no deal. Not my courtroom. Not my motherfucking courtroom. Bitch ass nigga.
Well, I took the clothes he had on and left with him.
Where'd you go?
Look.
I went over there off Kings Road behind Burger King, put him in this fire barrel.
Did you set him on fire?
Yes.
And why were you?
So he the laundry man now. Look, he just decided to do a good deed, but he wasn't complicit. Yo, make that make sense. You pick these people up, and now you offered to burn the clothes, but you ain't know what was going on. They just called you out the blue. Nah, nigga, you was plan B, nigga. Fuck you talking about? You was plan B, man. You know what I mean? Plan A, if shit go left, we call Pops. Pops gonna get us out of it because Pops supposed to be a veteran. He been doing this shit for years. Like, why would you incorporate yourself to that level, to that extent? Yeah, he planned it with him. Why would you incorporate if he was really a victim? Because that's the role he's playing. He's playing the victim role. Why would you then take the clothes and burn the clothes? That don't sound like a victim to me. That sounds like a full participant, my nigga.
doing that?
I mean,
I
it was
don't
just
know.
my way to help.
He say his family don't fuck with him. He said he don't have no family. Nobody fucks with him. Like these kids that he talking about, he want to go see. I hope the baby mama don't need to let him see him, yo. You might not never hear me say that ever. Yo, but he don't deserve to be around no kids. He's a danger. He's like a pedophile. You can't trust him around kids. You know what I mean? They might be walking across the street and the car might come. This nigga might trip the child or push him or something. Like this nigga's on some total self-preservation type shit. He don't deserve to be around nobody. He need to be in solitary. That's where he's safe at. Everybody is safe. If this nigga's on solitary confinement, the world is safe.
Either Leroy Whitaker or Dominique Warner with you when you did that?
No.
Do you recall if anyone else was at your home prior
What's up,
to you
miss?
leaving to set those clothes on fire?
No.
No, there weren't, or no, you don't recall?
I don't recall nobody though.
Yo, hit that like button, y'all. We only got
Did you
69
return to Brown
likes.
Jersey Court that night?
I can't remember.
Are you familiar with an address 2203 West 12th Street?
Yes.
And why are you familiar with that specific address?
I mean, that's been my address.
Thank you.
That's
Whoever's
my
hit the
grandma's
like button.
address.
Has that house been or stayed in the Robinson family?
Yes.
Are you also familiar with the name House of Pain?
Yes.
Who came up with that name?
I did.
When was that?
It's back in the 90s.
What did you want to use the House of Pain name for?
Yeah,
Oh,
no, hey, Missy, that's just an excuse. Yo, you can't. So these guys, that's just an excuse, man. He was going tough from the jump. Like he's a two-time offender. This is what he. This is his playbook. He dig himself in a hole, and then tell to get out of it. All that shit he's saying, I don't believe none of that shit, man. I don't believe he didn't know about it. I don't believe he did this because he thought Queso should have set him free. I believe he is selfish. And it could have been his mother on the other side of the law. He'd have told on her too. You know what I mean? Like he don't have no morals, no principles, no integrity, no nothing. He's soulless. He's a slime ball. If that nigga grandmother was on the other end of that bench, he'd have told on her, man. Man, grandma, you know you did it. Come on, grandma, you know what happened, you know. I mean, take your lick. set me free. He's a fucking clown. Can't believe this guy, man. Hope his ass die in the joint.
Is that a name that is still kind of used by the Robinsons?
Yeah.
Your family? Was Hakeem Robinson aware of that name, House of Pain?
Yeah.
Did Hakeem Robinson have an Instagram account that he was using back in January of 2020?
Yes.
Do you recall what his Instagram account name was?
Yeah, and that's why I said, Missy, that's why he don't deserve no deal. You raised these boys. That's what you said, anyway. And if you didn't raise them, it's still these are your kids, bro. Your job as a parent, especially a parent that been in the mix, is to make sure your kids don't go through that shit. So if your kids went through the same shit that you went through, then you failed, bro. That's what that is. What they say, yo, if you was a street nigga and your kids street niggas, you failed as a parent, man. Straight up. Ain't no way I'm gonna go through everything I went through out here in this world and then steer my kids in that same direction. Cause that's what he did. He ain't just turn a blind eye. He was a part of this direction or angling his kids toward the streets. He hung with him. He pushed the drill music shit with him. He was a full participant the whole way. And this is a guy that been around, been involved, been in prison, been to the feds, already was a rat, probably did other things in the streets. And you allowed your kids to go that same route. Nah, bro, this shit your fault. This shit your fault. You need to take accountability for your actions. He probably ain't sick.
And it's Queso 23 times.
What about Abdul Jr.? Did he have an Instagram account?
Yes.
What was that?
K Crazy.
Do you know someone by the name of Shifan Hogan?
Yes.
Who is he?
That's my baby mother's brother.
Are you also aware of a music video called Bang It Out?
Yes.
Exactly, bro.
And
You
whose
see what I'm
music
saying,
video was
Mike?
that?
Hakeem.
Do you know where that was filmed?
Yes.
Where?
We ain't doing drill music, kids.
Downtown by the Chai House.
Sons.
Were you there when it was filmed?
Yes.
Was it filmed prior to Charles McCormick's murder?
Yes.
All right, may I publish some minority in evidence?
Okay.
Showing you the evidence that states to the 191 on the monitor in front of you. You see that? Should be on the monitor, right?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that vehicle?
Yes.
That your red Dodge Challenger that you were driving on January 15, 2020?
Yes.
This is states 193.
They call me Queso.
What's up, Cynthia? Yeah, it gotta be something like that, JB. Cause ain't no way y'all as an active father you can do this to your kids, bro. Ain't no way. I don't get it. Ain't no way he was really he really had a connection with them boys.
Son.
Yes.
And did you also see him after January 15, 2020?
Yes.
And the person captured.
Sidebar.
All right, let me see counsel and court reporter at sidebar.
Yo, now this question was out of line. Hold up.
Yes.
All right, may I publish some minority in evidence?
What's up, Kate?
Okay.
Listen to this wild ass
Evidence
question.
that states to the 191 on the monitor in front of you. You see that? Should be on the monitor, right?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that vehicle?
Yes.
That your red Dodge Challenger that you were driving on January 15, 2020?
Yes.
This is states 193.
They call me Queso.
He probably really want to die. Hey, for real, I don't think it was Queso either. You know what's crazy though, Misty? I don't think it was Queso either. It sounds like they're trying to pen this shit on Queso. They don't have no evidence on Queso other than these two guys, the father and the Barnett dude. And this reminds me similar to what the Melly case, where it was multiple people that probably could have killed this guy. It probably was multiple people in this little crew that probably wanted to kill Shorty. You know what I mean? For dissing in the music and, doing all that shit that he was doing. Yo, but it definitely does seem like they're trying to go above and beyond to prove that Queso was the shooter. And I told you, these people who lie, don't ever put it past them. I'm trying to tell you, you see this as coerced. You see these witnesses have been coerced from start to finish. They probably got interviewed and had mock trials 4 or 5 times. So don't ever think that these people is above fabricating the story to secure a conviction to get on somebody that they want. Don't ever think it. I'm telling you, they do it way more times than people want to admit. Man, Queso way taller than the shooter. They saying the shooter was only 5'9". Queso 6'3". Queso 6'3". But the defense didn't do a good job, man. Like I mean, I could say they could have did better. I think they could have did better with the cross examination. And we're gonna get to the cross examination. It should be coming up soon. Yeah, they always want the names. They always go after the names.
Sir, in that video, the 2 firearms that Akeem Robinson was holding, do you recognize those?
Yes.
Whose firearms who do they belong to?
Queso.
Were they real firearms?
Yes.
Did he typically use fake guns in his music video like that?
No.
They're all suspectory.
After the murder of Charles McCormick on January 15, 2020, did you ever see Hakeem with that black AR-style rifle pistol again?
No.
Are you aware of a dash cam video that recorded the murder of Charles McCormick in this case?
Yes.
Have you seen that video?
Yes.
And the person captured.
Objection, sidebar. All right, let me see counsel in court.
Yo,
Sidebar.
you see what they were just trying to do? Yo, they just ran a whole line of speculatory evidence or questioning. They was trying to get him to yo, these motherfuckers are dirty. What's up, Camille? Yo, they was trying to get this man to say that I seen that gun. I seen Queso with that gun. And yeah, that's the same gun in the video. How the fuck can you make that determination? This is probably the best thing that the defense did in the whole cross-examination. Whole sidebar. Yo, because that line of questioning was wild. Like they shouldn't even allow it to get that far. If this is Brian, if this was Brian Steele, he'd have objected the shit out that motherfucker. Brian Steele, the objection king. You heard me? He said Brian Steele was in that wise objection, y'all. Objection, man. You better use them bitches. If you got unlimited objections, use them. You know what I mean? It's like a fucking what's that game, yo? Fucking Uno. You know what I mean? You gotta start to draw forward. You know what I mean? You gotta start your wild cards, man. Use your wild cards. They wasn't using their wild cards, man. Hold up, reverse. Reverse that bitch. Draw 2. Oh, fucking y'all. You gotta slow this game down a little bit. Man, I wish so too, man. I know he probably disgusted. I can't believe this bitch. I knew I should never fuck with y'all. My mother told me he wasn't right. Mother probably told me he wasn't right. I guarantee she did. Better stay away from that guy. I'm telling you, he ain't shit. I don't know why I fucked him. He was the only reason I fucked him because he was getting a couple of hours back in the day. But he been a slime ball. Weak ass nigga. Shouldn't be committing crimes with kids. That's the issue. If he was a real adult, he wouldn't even be in this situation. Out here committing crimes with kids. Like you an OG or something. No, I don't like these guys that manipulate the youth. Out here manipulating the youth, bro. Sucker ass nigga. I always told y'all, watch out for these guys, though. Y'all. Watch out for them old heads that hang with the young boys. They ain't right. I'm telling you, they're not right. He can't hang with nobody his age. The majority of people his age know about him. They know he a rat. Or they just, move past. They ain't on that shit no more.
assuming, is court reporter ready? Yes, you may continue.
Now, Mr. Robbins, just a couple of background questions first. Leading up to January 15, 2020,
You know we
Hakeem Robinson
did.
was living with you.
I
And
guarantee
so
both
you
their mothers said, man, I'm telling, I don't know why you fuck with that guy. I'm telling you, he ain't right. And they can better start listening to their mothers, man. Straight up. Yeah, mama knows. What Boosie say? Mama gonna tell you what that nigga ain't right. Mama knows. Mama know because she pray every night. Man, that's a fact. Yo, your mother be knowing, man. I know a lot of guys don't like listening to their mother, yo, but you gotta understand. If you was in the streets, your father was in the streets, your mother would know. She been around him. You know what I mean? She know about the streets through him. She might have just changed her life when you came around. But yo, people better start listening to that motherfucking mother, man. Mothers be knowing. My mother ain't never told me no lie, and I ain't listening to nothing she said. You heard me? Until it was too late.
see him on a daily basis?
Yes.
And as you have testified to, he's your biological son.
Yes.
And did you also see him after January 15, 2020?
Yes.
And when he was living with you in your home, did you become familiar with some of the clothing that he owned?
Yes.
See the types of clothing that he would wear?
Yes.
See him as he...
Okay, Phil, rephrase your questions.
Did you ever see him walking about the house?
Yes.
Did you see him in music videos?
Yes.
Are you familiar with the way he moves?
Now we know it was
Yes.
you
Are
right
you familiar with, or 5 years ago,
I was the same
were you
way.
familiar with the way his build was,
Want to
his
be like
physical
my father
characteristics?
and shit.
Yes.
And after January 15th, 2020, you became aware of a video recording that captured the murder of Charles McCormick. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you've had an
probably can.
opportunity during the pendency of your case and the discovery to see that recording.
Yes.
Correct? Okay. Did you, when you viewed that recording, recognize the person depicted in it?
Yes.
Who is the person that was captured on the video recording shooting Charles McCormick?
Objection. Speculatory.
My son.
What's your son say?
Yo, I'd objected to that, yo. That's he don't know that. He doesn't know that. The guy in the video is messed up. I would have objected that shit 7 times and made him keep re-asking the question. Or at least make the judge make a rule on it. Just so we can come back up in the appeals process. Yo, it should have been way more objections in this testimony if I was on the defense.
Fucking.
After the murder of Charles McCormick, did you become aware of a post on Hakeem Robinson's Instagram account referencing something that happened?
Yes.
And was that posted from a nail salon?
Yes.
And after seeing that post, did you reach out to Hakeem Robinson, your son?
Yes.
And what did you want him to do?
I want him to remove the post.
Are you aware of any other posts Hakeem Robinson made to his social media around that time that concerns you?
Yes.
What was that?
It was
Let's shoot the Mike W for the $5 cash
it
out,
was,
man.
it was another post of dude look up.
What did you see?
It was just the emojis on the bottom of it that said bye bye bye.
Say it again.
It was the emojis, the hand emoji saying bye bye.
Yo, that's more speculatory. That's speculatory again, yo. Why is the defense allowing him to say these things?
Yes.
And after seeing that post, did you reach out to Hakeem Robinson, your son?
Yes.
And what did you want him to do?
I want him to remove the post.
Are you aware of any other posts Hakeem Robinson made to his social media around that time that concerns you?
Yes.
What was that?
It was it was another post of dude look up.
See, yo, that's
What did you see?
speculatory, man.
It was just the emojis on the bottom of it that said bye bye bye.
Come on, yo, like how can he say that? Why is the defense allowing him to say that, man? Yo, that's not facts. You can't prove that. That's just your opinion. It's your opinion, man. Yeah, he testifying to get off. He trying to get something. He got another murder case. And his guidelines is 7 to 20 years. This is what he do though. This is his playbook. He gets himself in jams and tells to get out of them. I got a recommendation to the court that we need to stop allowing motherfuckers to tell on case after case. You can only tell on one case, man. You get to tell one time. You tell again, they're not accepting it. Nope, we don't want to hear what you got to say. I will see you'll get your day in court. Prove it in court. Keep letting these motherfuckers keep telling and getting away with that shit. That's why the world's so fucked up. Got a whole bunch of these guys running around. Shooting in crowds and shit. Robbing old folks. Hitting innocent babies. These are the guys that do that type of shit, man. The rats.
Sam, say it again.
It was the emojis, the hand emoji saying bye-bye.
Stage 227. That the Nelson Long that you reached out to him about? And by him, I mean Hakeem Robinson?
Yes.
Going with evidence as... One moment, I'm sorry, just not I believe it's stage 240, a composite. Do you recognize that poster?
Yes.
Who is that in the post?
Willie.
Billy Addison?
Yes.
And whose Instagram account is that?
Hakeem.
I'm showing you stage 229. Do you recognize this photograph?
Yes.
And whose marker is there that at the bottom of the photograph?
Willie.
Who's surrounding it?
Hakeem, Pooh Red, and Kareem.
It's Pooh Red again. Is that Torgon Waves there in the middle?
Yes.
Stage 241. Who's that?
Kareem.
Abdul Jr.?
Yes.
And stage 240, showing you what's in evidence as a photograph that was sent. Here's me from phone number 904-866-2370. That was your phone number?
Yes.
To 478-305-9583. Do you recognize the photo that was attached to that message?
Yes.
Who is that?
That's me.
And who were you sending that to?
The son of Hakeem and Kareem.
So you sent it to both Hakeem and Abdul Jr.?
Yes.
Is that to both 478 area code numbers that they had?
Yes.
And why were you sending that to them?
I really don't know. I really think I was just showing off my outfit, to be honest.
Now, though some people may not believe it, even though you sat here and testified here today, do you still love your family? Objection relevance.
Overruled.
See, yo?
Yes.
Yo, you see what I'm saying? Yo, she overruled every motherfucking thing. What is the relevance? There is no, because it's a fucking lie. Ain't no way you love your family, bro. Ain't no fucking way. What's the relevance to this case? The only thing that matters right now is he's testifying to get a deal and to sentence them to life. It don't matter if you love them, care about them, hate them. None of that shit even matters at this point.
Is this easy for you to do?
Yeah. It's real easy.
It's the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life.
Bitch ass niggas.
I don't have any further questions.
Okay. Cross-exam from Mr. Whitaker?
Gentlemen, please report.
Yes.
Hard to get doing his life. He lying. He
You
doing
love
this shit
your
with ease.
family, Mr. Robinson. That's what we just heard, right?
Yes.
I guess you love yourself. Right?
Yes or no, sir?
Of course.
Now the truth coming out.
Self-love first, right?
Over your children.
That's the law of nature. Love yourself first.
Okay. You're cooperating in this case, correct, sir?
Correct.
This is not your first cooperation, is it?
No,
You've somewhat made a career out of it, have you not?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say career.
Yeah, you did, bitch.
Well, you first testified against an officer, Officer Eric Sinclair, back in
Relevance.
overall, back in 1999, right?
Did I do what?
Testified against Officer Eric Sinclair back in 1999.
No, I didn't.
Came forward with information.
Yeah,
The officer evidently didn't take it to trial, correct?
correct.
But your cooperation, your testifying to the federal government caused him to enter a plea, right?
I'm not going to agree with that.
Okay.
I bet you
Well, what you
ain't.
probably will agree with is that your sentence was dramatically reduced, right?
Yeah,
I mean, isn't it true that before you talked to the federal
He's
government,
a career rat.
what you were facing back in
It's not how
1999?
you got career criminals, then you got career rats. He's a career. He why so Woody. He was why this way. Matter of fact, this who Woody was inspired by. I mean, all that telling he did was inspired by Ksoo father, man. We ain't even know that. How the fuck did Woody know about him in Florida and he was all the way in Atlanta? That's crazy. They might got like a rat pack. That way they get together to have meetings on Tuesdays at the police station.
Gotten up to life imprisonment, correct?
yes.
And it was reduced to 10 years, right?
Nope.
Substantial reduction?
My time was reduced to 22 years.
How much did you serve?
About 10 years and 3 months, 4 months.
So
So you
from
spent
life,
your life
to an
before.
ultimate actual serving sentence of about 10 years.
Guess what? It was a law change, and that's how my time got reduced again.
Well, and your cooperation, sir.
Yeah.
Right? It's a pretty good deal you make for yourself.
Yeah.
You've also worked as a confidential informant for police, haven't you?
Yeah.
God dang.
And you're cooperating in this particular
Yeah,
case
like Reggie
because it will
White.
help you, right?
Right.
And you were arrested, I think you told us roughly September of 2020.
September 10th, 2020.
September 10th, it sounds like you remember the exact day,
Yes.
right, sir? I imagine that was an important day to you, correct?
I ain't gonna say important.
Well, it did cause you to be incarcerated, sir, right?
Right.
Where you've remained, correct?
Right.
And that was for your involvement in the McCormick homicide, right?
Yes.
When did they hit you with the Rothermel homicide?
2021.
Okay, so in 2020, you're facing an accessory after the fact charge for your involvement in the death of Charles McCormick, right?
Right.
And when they brought you in, you've agreed to cooperate, right?
Right.
But that didn't happen until 2022, correct?
Right.
That would have been after they put the second homicide on you, right?
Right.
Now, in the Rothermel homicide, you're aware that Dominique Varner originally was going to testify against you, right?
Right.
No, this what's called lawyer? This Scotty lawyer right here.
Your involvement in what you pled guilty to as accessory after the fact in the Rothermel killing was that you admit you gave money to Dominique Varner after knowing he had just been involved in the shooting and needed to get out of town.
Yes.
And you're willing to admit that, correct?
Yes.
You do not admit, you do not agree with Mr. Varner's claim
Look, yo.
that you provided.
Yo, he was sending them off, yo. Like, yo, he was the head of the whatever, and he was sending them off, man. He's a bitch. Yo, he the type of guy, right, that's sending young boys to do shit he fuck around never did. You know what I mean? He the guy, yo, he's the guy, yo, that when all the guys go to jail, get killed, and move on, that's in his age range, he is what's left over. You know what I mean? Everybody else that moved on, he's still living in the past. So he can't do this to the guys that he around, because they ain't on that shit no more. So he goes to manipulate the youth. Yo, these guys are a danger to the community, y'all. He ain't the only one. It's a lot of these guys. You see them. They outside with the young boys. Yo, he is a danger to the community, yo. The judge don't need to give him no break.
A gun and a car to accomplish that drive-by shooting.
Right.
Okay? You don't agree with that,
No.
right?
No.
Because based on your knowledge, sir, you understand that if you and I plan to do a crime together, whatever crime, we're both considered principals, right?
Yes.
And so you can stay at home. But if you and I agree to do a crime and I do everything, but you help me, you support me, you do something, say some word that actually inspires me, that encourages me to commit the crime, you can be punished as if you did everything I did, right?
Right.
But you weren't charged as a principal in the Rothermill killing, were you?
No.
And so you were left with solicitation for murder. I guess you were originally arrested for that charge, right?
Yes.
And essentially, you understood
He wasn't
that
getting no
that
damn
charge,
alcohol.
they were accusing you of trying to entice the murder to happen, right?
Right.
But they dropped that charge
Look,
pursuant to your plea agreement, right?
But I think it's gonna be dropped.
so he did it once, but he ain't do it again. Nah, bitch. This is what you do. You manipulate the youth. You using your kids as pawns. You're a dirty motherfucker, man. He's a scum of the earth. You out here manipulating the youth, man. At 50. Now that 26, dealing with 17-year-olds. At fucking 50. Yo, he don't deserve no deal, man.
Sorry?
I think it's going to be dropped.
Okay. You just know you haven't entered a plea to it, sir, right?
Right.
That was not part of your plea agreement for you to enter a plea of guilty to solicitation for murder, correct?
Right.
Only accessory, right?
Yes.
And accessory after the fact, you understand, and you understood before you entered your plea agreement, that that's punishable by up to 30 years.
Yes. Yes.
So when you have two of them, that means that you could be sentenced up to 60 years,
It don't
correct?
matter though, yo.
Correct.
Like,
But in 2022,
see this the
when
thing
you-
about it. That's how you know it ain't really about the time. He just a slime ball. Yo, cause for him, 60 years and 30 years is the fucking same. It's still life. He was gearing up to tell from the beginning, man. He knew he had a get out of jail free card. The whole time he knew what he was ready to do. If shit go left, I'm just gonna turn on him. Cause that's what I do. I got a history of this. This is who I am. They just don't know. Cause he been telling before they was born. So they probably heard the rumors. He probably denied it. I'm sure they asked him, Dad, what's up, man? Nigga said you told back in the day. Oh, no, son. Told him some old bullshit. Meanwhile, he's a motherfucking Mickey Mouse.
you agreed to come forward and cooperate, they cut your exposure by 2/3, right?
What's up, Jane?
I mean, I've never been super great at math, but 30 plus 30 is 60, right?
Right.
In your plea agreement, for the death of two human beings calls for a maximum of 20 years, right?
Right.
And your actual guidelines are only about 7 years, right?
Right.
And I think you told us that that was based on your age, your health issues, and you want to be there for your younger kids, right?
Yes.
Did you agree with me? You weren't there for your older kids.
That's why I know better this time.
Okay.
Yeah,
You did grow up with quite a bit of respect on the street, sir,
You
didn't you?
don't give a fuck. I would have said, is it true you don't care about your kids? They'd be like, objection. Yo, sometimes, yo, you gotta, sometimes you gotta do that, yo, just to get the point across. I've been like, is it true that you don't care about your kids? You wasn't in none of their lives. They would have objected, but it had already been on the record. You just gotta plant the seeds to the jury, man. That's what Brian Steele and them did in the YSL trial. That's what Diddy lawyers did in the federal case. Sometimes you gotta, even though they supposed to disregard the comments, but the comment is already made. It's gonna be some jurors that disregard it. It's gonna be some jurors who will stick to. I would have said, is it true that you don't care about none of your kids? That's what I just said, man. Straight up. And they'd objected that shit. I know they would have objected. Because if you did, you wouldn't be testifying on them. That'd have been my whole statement.
Yep.
And you personally never met Charles McCormick,
Nope.
but you did know who he was, correct?
Yes.
And you knew in spring of 2019 that he had put out this rap song,
No, I'm
correct?
talking about his
Yes.
lawyers.
And you, as you told us, you were physically in the car when Willie Addison was killed, correct?
Yes.
And your son, Abdul Jr., was
The
in
lady,
that car,
the
correct,
lady,
sir?
Brian,
Yes.
the black lady in on Brian Steele team said in court, is it true, Breonna Boglin, that you lied in court today? She said that. Of course, it got objected, but it was on record. That shit was powerful. She said, "Man, you lied today." What's the lady name? What's the black lady name that was on Diddy case? That's out of Brian Steele law firm. The fuck is the black lady name? What was the black lawyer that Diddy had? Nah, the woman, not the man. The fuck is the girl name? Yeah, Westmoreland. Nicole Westmoreland. Nicole Westmoreland, man. Nicole Westmoreland, who opened up that case, man. That testimony was powerful. That cross-examination of Breonna Boglin, and she caught her in that lie. She said in court that you lied today. Man, that shit changed the whole trial. Even though it got objected to, but it was already said.
And Torgun Williams was in that car, correct, sir?
Yes.
And all of you got shot, correct?
Yes.
And you explained there was somebody else there that was actually also shot and paralyzed as a result, right?
Yes.
And who was that again?
My nephew,
Okay, and what's his name, sir?
Samuel Cooper.
Samuel what?
Cooper.
Cooper.
Yeah.
Samuel Cooper.
Yes.
Also shot with Willie Addison, with you all, and is now paralyzed.
Yes.
And then you also mentioned somebody named Moody.
Yes.
Do you know Moody's full name?
I think it's Antonio McLaurin or something like that.
Antonio McLaurin.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Were you aware that Antonio McLaurin wore a whiter on Mr. Barner?
Yes. Do we need to speak sidebar about that? Okay. Let me see court order and counsel at sidebar.
I heard objection. I just didn't hear anything after that.
God, these boys telling. God damn. He telling, Barnett telling, Pops telling.
But you know who I'm talking about when I say P money,
Yes.
correct?
Or that at the bottom of the photograph.
Willie.
Who's surrounding it?
Oh, shit, I done went too
And
far.
Robinson aware of that name, House of Pain.
Nah,
Yeah. I wouldn't say career.
Entice the murder to happen, right? Right?
Right.
Of 2019, that he had put out this rap song, correct?
Yes.
And you, as you told us, you were physically in the car when Willie Addison was killed, correct?
Yes.
And your son, Abdul Jr., was in that car, correct, sir?
Yes.
And Torgun Williams was in that car, correct, sir?
Yes.
And all of you got shot, correct?
Yes.
And you explained there was somebody else there that was actually also shot and paralyzed as a result, right?
Yes.
And who was that again?
My nephew,
Okay, and what's his name, sir?
Samuel Cooper.
Samuel what?
Cooper.
Cooper.
Yeah.
Samuel Cooper.
Yeah.
All, when Willie Addison was killed and you all were shot, was a person with the nickname, I'm sorry, give it to us one more time.
Moody.
Moody. And you believe Moody's full formal name is Antonio McLaurin.
Yes.
And my question to you was, were you aware that Antonio McLaurin wore a confidential wire on Dominique Varner?
Yes.
Jail. You were?
Yes.
Okay. It's fair to say that you were vengeful after that shooting, is it not, sir?
Yes.
And that is, in fact, is why you were willing to be involved in what would become the attempted murder of someone named P Money, and that resulted in the Rothermill killing.
Yes.
Because P Money, and do you happen to know his formal name?
No, I don't know his full name.
But you know who I'm talking about when I say P Money,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
He was a target for you, correct?
Yes.
Because you did believe he was responsible for not only killing your son, Willie Addison, but hurting everybody else, correct? Including yourself.
Yes.
Ain't no way, yo.
You were not personally there during the actual shooting of what ended up being the death of Mr. Rothermel and the attempt on P Money, correct?
Correct.
But you have pled guilty to accessory accessory after the fact for that death.
Yes.
And you have admitted to providing Varner with money in order to get out of town, correct?
Yes.
So what she's trying to highlight is he has a habit of playing puppet master. Don't believe that he wasn't complicit just because he wasn't there. Because he wasn't there for the first murder. But he's pled guilty to being complicit. So that's the connection that this lawyer is trying to make. He's trying to basically separate himself from this murder by blaming somebody else or other people. That's what she's trying to do.
Now, we've heard you kind of explain that on January 15th, you end up driving your Dodge Challenger, correct?
Yes.
Over to the Townsend Road area?
Yes.
And you claim that you then picked up Dominique Varner and Leroy Whitaker, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I apologize for skipping around a little bit, but I just realized something I almost forgot to ask you about. How long have you known Leroy Whitaker?
I've known him probably about a little bit more than 5 years, probably now.
A little bit more than 5 years, sir?
Yeah, probably no.
Okay. And you were born in 71 or 70?
70.
In 1970, which makes you about 55 now, sir?
Yeah, I'll be 55 this year.
Okay. Now, back in 2020, I think you've already told us your son, Abdul Jr.,
What's up,
was
man?
25?
What's up, Lloyd? Fuck it is.
That sound right?
It might be. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you told us, I mean, we can, if we have to, we can do the math.
Yeah,
I'm not
do
very
the
good
math.
at the math, but we can certainly do it. What year was Abdul Jr. born?
Yo, make sure y'all get to 100 likes. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you new. Ain't nobody else gonna break the trial down like Keep It G News, man. Y'all know we the best when it come out of this shit.
Okay. So that would appear to make him 26, if my math is correct. Does that sound right?
26 now?
If you subtract what month? 2020.
November.
Okay, so we'd use 2019, so that'd make him 25 at the time of the death of Mr. McCormick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That sound about right, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said that there's a 4-year age difference between the two sons, between Abdul Jr. and Hakeem Robinson, right?
Yes.
So if
So now what she's trying to highlight is, yo, that wasn't my client's beef. That was your beef. My client is way younger than these people. That was a beef y'all had. My client ain't had nothing to do with it. That's the point she's trying to make.
depending on the birthdays, and again, we're talking November, so if there's 4 years, then Hakeem Robinson was 21 years old, right?
Yes.
When was Willie Addison born? What year was he born?
I think 93. I think I'm not 100% sure.
1993, which would make him 26.
At 2020, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and in 2019, when he was killed, he would have been 25.
Yeah.
Okay. Leroy Whitaker is substantially younger than all of them, correct?
Yeah.
And you always knew that from the little time that you did spend with them, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And Willie and Leroy Whitaker had no relationship whatsoever, right?
Not that I know of.
And Leroy Whitaker does not rap that you're aware of, correct?
No. No.
And with all of your testimony, though, you have not heard Leroy Whitaker specifically ever make any kind of statement that he wanted Charles McCormick dead, correct?
Correct.
And you have never heard Leroy Whitaker ever say anything to suggest he knew anyone was going to get out of a car and shoot Charles McCormick, correct?
Repeat that question.
You never heard Leroy Whitaker say anything that he would have any knowledge that anyone was going to get out and shoot Charles McCormick.
No, I haven't.
And sir, have you ever been convicted of a felony or a crime of dishonesty?
No. You said a crime of dishonesty?
I'm sorry, but let me make it easier.
Yeah.
Have you ever been convicted of a felony, sir?
Yes.
How many times?
2.
Nothing further.
Okay, cross from Mr. Robinson.
So this Queso attorney right here. Queso got 2 lawyers on the case.
Your community, up until
seated right there, right? Say it again? Your community, your family, those people that know you best in this world are in this courtroom right now, right? I don't think so. You don't see
Nobody
family
fuck
sitting
with
there? Nope. You don't see Hakeem's mother sitting there? Oh, yeah, I see her. Now, of course, she knows you, right? Yes, she knows me.
They don't fuck with him.
A moment ago, you said that you are a 2-time convicted felon. And let's jump into the first time. In the year 2000, you were sentenced to 262 months in federal court, correct? Yes. Hakeem was an infant at that time, right? Yes. You go away for roughly 10 years. Right. Now, you said a moment ago that, well, that you disagreed about cooperation. You got what's called, the government filed a 5K, right? Yes.
You right. You got down with departure, nigga. 5K what, nigga?
And a 5K specifically is when somebody has provided substantial assistance in the investigation or prosecution of others. You agree with that? Yes.
I don't know.
But you
He been
disagree that you got a reduction because of cooperation?
He been snitching since the 90s. He's a long-term rat. I mean, you got short-term rats. You got guys like him, man, that made a career out of. He's a career rat. That's who this is his playbook. He gets himself in trouble and then tells to get out of it. That's why I said they need to stop allowing people to do that. You can only tell in one case. If you made a career, if you made a career out of being a criminal, you can't keep telling. No, fuck no. Eventually, you got to make them stand on that shit. This motherfucker keep being able to slide through the cracks, manipulating the youth, doing some of the wildest things imaginable. And then when he get jammed up, now he a victim. Now I don't know nothing. They did everything. No, hell no. I hope the judge gives his ass the whole 60.
No, I don't think I disagree with that. I said she said testifying. All right. You snitched on other people, you got a reduction. Right? Yeah. All right. 2 years later, this case comes along.
Probably did.
You get charged in the McCormick case. You get charged in the Rothermill case. And you initially plead not guilty, correct? Right. You fight the McCormick case for a period of time, right? Right. You have your attorney involved in depositions knowing the facts of the case, correct? Yes. And then your attorney comes to you and says, they're threatening to charge you as a principal.
Objection, Judge. And the grounds? Okay.
Him to waive, Your Honor, not the government to say.
Okay. Well, then I'll leave it to Mr. Abdul Robinson Sr.
There's a point in time when these 2 murder cases are pending that you learn that the government is now trying to leverage you, threatening you with charging you as a principal in the Rothermill case, right? Yes. And that would have meant a life minimum mandatory for you, right? Yes. So, you agree, you cave, and astonishingly, for the second time, why is it that you only grow a conscience when you're looking at hefty prison terms?
Objection, argumentative. Sustained. Just ask a question, Mr. DeCoste, without commentary.
Previous case, you were looking at life, you cooperated to get out of it, right? Yes. Once again, you're looking at life, and you decide to cooperate to get out of it, right? Right. Now, you're hoping that the recommendation is going to be that you serve, for all of your crimes, only 76 months, right? I mean, yes. That's what you have in writing with the government, right? Yes. And you've served a majority of that time already. Right. So that means that within a short couple of months, maybe 12, you're going to be back walking the streets of Jacksonville. Yeah. That was the price of your testimony.
I don't know, man.
Right? Right. You had to cooperate and implicate your 2 sons, but it got you out of custody. You say implicate them? You had to point at your sons. Let's back up for a second. At the point in time that they leverage you with life on the Rothermill case, they had already arrested your son and said that he was the one that committed it, right? Oh, no, you confusing me. Okay. Let's break it down.
Now you confused.
You said a moment ago that the government sent a message to you that they were going to basically indict you on the Rothermill case, and that you're potentially looking at life.
That's why I say, yo, know what you're doing, yo. Like, I gotta say this again, and I said this before. Yo, if you can't do life in prison, yo, don't do crimes that can get you life in prison. You can't do 5 years in prison, yo, don't do crimes that can get you 5 years in prison. Like, yo, you gotta take accountability for your actions, man. If you participated, you supposed to know. If I solicitate a murder in the state of Florida, I can get 30 years. I don't want to do 30 years. So maybe I'm not going to solicitate no murders. You feel me? Like if I kill somebody in whatever state I'm in, I can get life in prison if it's first degree murder. I can't do life in prison, so maybe I shouldn't kill nobody. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, these guys, yo, like, yo, this is crazy to me, yo. This is a grown ass man, 50 plus, 50 years old when he got arrested, and he is taking no accountability, blaming everybody for decisions that he participated in. And you blaming people younger than you. Like, yo, yo, that should not be allowed, yo. Shouldn't be allowed, yo. Shouldn't be allowed for you to be the oldest guy on the case. And you're allowed to tell on the younger ones. Nah, fuck no. If anybody is more culpable, it should be you. You know, because you had the brain power. You had the knowledge to be able to come out with a conscious decision, and you probably could have swayed their decision making just by you being the elder. But no, that's not what you did. You sat back, you listened, you participated, you allowed it. Now shit go left. Now you telling. I can't respect that, yo. I can't respect that, yo. That shit is crazy to me. It's crazy to me.
You then decide to cooperate. You remember that, right?
Right.
Okay. They had already, on this case, through the evidence, through the depositions that your attorney was at, they already believed that Hakeem was a shooter, right?
Right.
All right. So it wasn't something that you came forward and like, hey guys, let me help you understand the case. You just agreed to their narrative.
No, I didn't agree to their narrative. It was, they asked me what the conversation was when I picked them up.
Okay, let's move on here. So, at that point though, they had already pointed the finger at Hakeem, right?
Right.
All right. So you just continued with their case. I'm going to point at Hakeem. He was a shooter. Right?
Yeah.
I can't agree with that.
That's exactly
You
what
also
he did.
pointed out your other son.
That's
Abdul,
exactly what they
the
did.
one
'Cause
that
that's what the
cheers you.
fuck they always do. They write up the statement of facts and they make you agree to it. Well, they don't make you do anything. But you got the option to agree to it. And that's what the fuck he did, man. He agreed to it. Because you didn't say this originally. You didn't say none of these things when you first got arrested. The government or the state wrote up the statement of facts, said Queso was the shooter, and your bitch ass signed the dotted line, man, and said, yeah, he was the shooter, and I testified to it. And then they coerced him and propped him up for this testimony.
Your name, Abdul Kareem
Prepped him,
Robinson
I mean, not
Jr.
propped him, but
Right?
prepped him.
Right.
Before you decided to cooperate, you had also reviewed all of the phone records in this case, correct?
Yes.
So you had knowledge of what the government believed was happening in the case.
Yes.
He was coerced.
Now, let's talk about Dominique Barner. Your words, he's a reliable hitman, right?
Yes.
Never
For you
right.
to know that he's a reliable hitman, you must have used him as a hitman before, right?
No.
And how do you know he's a reliable hitman? Can't be the Rothermill case, because they didn't kill P Money. So how is it that you know that he's a reliable hitman?
I mean, you hear things when you're in the streets.
And that's where you live. Not physically on the streets, but you are a street guy, right?
I have been one.
All right, and the marks of that are on you.
There
You
you
have
go.
bullet holes, right?
Now he's a civilian
You
now.
have tattoos, right?
Yes.
Keem has neither.
Right.
Not a single
Everybody want to claim civilian when the motherfucker when the lights get cut out. Nah, man, fuck no, you just a rat. They all do that. They all want to get in trouble. And now I used to live that life. No, hell no, yo. No, fuck no. Nope, we ain't doing that. We don't. You can't get away with that on Keep It G News.
tattoo in his body, right?
Right.
Never been shot.
That's good.
Now, let's get back to Barner, your reliable hitman. In the Rothermill case, it's Blue, that's you, right?
Yes.
Now, you also go by OG too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Blue, Butter, right? Dominique Barner,
Yeah.
and Chris Brown, right?
Yes.
That's the trio. Blue, Butter, Brown. In the Rothermill case, right? Right?
Yeah.
Now, Chris Brown, his nickname is
I
Crazy
ain't gonna
Chris.
lie. I don't know who the fuck Chris Brown is, but they slandering the shit out Joe in this trial. But he's not gonna get charged, y'all. So I gotta make sure people understand that this is not snitching. This is a lawyer trying to get his client off, so he's blaming somebody else. Queso doesn't have anything to do with this. You can't say Queso is snitch because his lawyer is blaming another person. Because no matter what who his lawyers blame, the state believes that they got the right person. So they're not then going to come back and charge Chris Brown because all through the trial, Queso lawyer was blaming him. That's not how that works. All they're trying to do is sow seeds of doubt to the jury. Yeah, I know Chris Brown somewhere. If is Chris Brown still living? I know he's somewhere like, God damn. The fuck? Yo, leave Chris Brown out of it, man. Shit.
You know Chris Brown, obviously.
Yes.
State. All right. Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Robinson. I'm showing you it's been pre-marked. It's defense one. You know what that is, right?
Yes.
That's a picture of Chris Brown.
Right.
And you know that's a picture of Chris Brown because you committed crimes with him.
No.
You're denying that you committed crimes with him on the roster?
Yes, I'm denying.
Okay, just a moment. When there's an objection, I have to rule. What's the objection?
I withdraw based on the way it was introduced.
Okay. Go ahead. Ask the question.
Chris Brown is a co-defendant on the Refuting case, right?
Right.
And you pled guilty on that case?
Yes.
Now, this photo fairly and accurately depicts what Chris Brown looked like in January of 2020.
Yes.
Defense offers with pre-marked as defense one.
Okay, so any objection from the state? Any objection from Mr. Whitaker? Okay, then defense exhibit will be marked into evidence as defendant Robinson's number one.
Chris Brown somewhere
That's
mad
Chris
as
Brown,
a
right?
bitch.
Can you see the monitor?
His monitor is not on.
Published all. Mike taught me better.
Well, it's off everywhere now.
There we go. Now, there we go. It takes a minute.
Okay.
That's Chris Brown, right?
Yes.
Butter pecan skin. Right?
Yes.
Not Hakeem.
No.
Dreads down to his chin, right?
No.
He's got
No.
dreads, no?
Yes.
So,
See, this shows you that he's trying to put this on his child. Why they're showing a picture of Chris Brown who with the defense is trying to say looks more identical to the shooter. But he wants to refute that. Why are you going so hard to say Queso is the shooter? You understand? That's why I'm like, yo, maybe Queso didn't do this shit. Yo, because he's going above and beyond. Like, you don't have to do this, bro. You're already testifying. You're already snitching. All you gotta do is tell the truth. That's all you gotta do. Listen to the question again. Why was it hard for him to answer this question?
you know Chris Brown, obviously.
Yes.
State. All right. Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Robinson. I'm showing you it's been pre-marked. It's defense one. You know what that is, right?
Yes.
That's a picture of Chris Brown.
Right.
And you know that's a picture of Chris Brown because you committed crimes with him.
No.
You're denying that you committed crimes with him on the roster?
Yes, I'm denying.
Okay, just a moment. When there's an objection, I have to rule. What's the objection?
I withdraw based on the way it was introduced.
Okay. Go ahead. Ask the question.
Chris Brown is a co-defendant on the Refuting case, right?
Right.
And you pled guilty on that case?
Yes.
Now, this photo fairly and accurately depicts what Chris Brown looked like in January of 2020.
Yes.
Defense offers with pre-marked as defense one.
Okay, so any objection from the state? Any objection from Mr. Whitaker? Okay, then defense exhibit will be marked into evidence as defendant Robinson's number one.
That's Chris Brown, right? Can you see the monitor?
His monitor is not on.
Published all. Mike taught me better.
Well, it's off everywhere now.
There we go. Now, there we go. It takes a minute.
Okay.
That's Chris Brown, right?
Yes.
Butter pecan skin. Right?
Yes.
Not Hakeem.
No.
Dreads down to his chin, right?
No.
He's got dreads, no?
Yes.
Some of that hair goes down to his chin.
Too much hair on his chin?
No, why
Down to his chin.
Yo,
Yeah, yeah, this
this is my thing, right? If the picture shows that his hair goes down to his chin, why are you struggling with just saying yeah? That lets you know that the narrative has to be Queso did it. He's not really into telling the truth. You understand what I'm saying? Because if that picture depicts that, what's wrong with saying yeah?
All right. Now, Chris Brown's right around 6 feet, maybe a little bit under.
Exactly, JD.
Yeah, he might be about 6 feet, a little bit on.
He's a skinny guy too, right?
Yes.
He's also best friends with Bubba.
Yes.
Crazy Chris Brown, and Butta Dominique Barner. Right?
Right.
Now, Dominique Barner, he lives that life too, right? He's got wounds, he's got tattoos.
Yes.
He doesn't have a future in the entertainment industry.
No.
None of them do.
No.
Now, let's talk about work. Been out of custody since roughly 2009, July 2009. You get out of custody on that federal case.
Yes.
In your life, you have never filed taxes, right?
No.
Judge relevant.
Yes, sustained.
Never received a
Hit
paycheck.
that like
from
button,
legitimate
y'all. Let's
job.
get 4 more likes.
Now, the House of Pain. Your Instagram handle is HOP CEO, right?
Right.
That stands for House of Pain CEO.
Yes.
That's yours from back in the 90s, right?
Right.
When House of Pain, that's my era, when House of Pain was big. Right?
Right.
That's not Hakeem's era.
No.
Now, you had shirts that were put together, right?
Yes.
You even have like drawings where you tried to draw out the crest for House of Pain.
Yes.
And you were hoping to build that into something legitimate, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Legitimate. The emblem.
So
correct me
now,
if I'm wrong, is
with the picture that they're trying to paint to the jury is he jealous of Queso. He jealous of his son. He been trying to get in the music industry before his son was alive. Now Queso getting to the industry. He jealous.
axe on the right side, right?
What?
Do you remember the logo that you drew?
No.
To refresh your recollection, take a look at what you drew.
Yeah.
Brief moment, Your Honor.
Yo, 3 more likes, y'all. 3 more likes. Let's get to 100.
Take a look at that. You know if that refreshes your recollection.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
All right, so the House of Pain logo that you created, it's got a house with bullet holes in it, right?
Yeah.
Below that, stacks of money, right?
Right.
A microphone.
Relevance.
Yeah, how is this relevant?
Your Honor, do you want me to go sidebar and explain?
No, I'm going to sustain.
Okay. The House of Pain email that the government has talked so much about.
Man, yo, they should have highlighted. Appreciate it, y'all. Everybody that like, but they should have highlighted. Like, yo, this man will say anything to get out of trouble, y'all. He has said it. Like history says that, yo, he will say if his back is against the wall, nobody is safe. You mean? Not his kids, not his girl, not his mother, not his father, not the guy down the street that don't know nothing. Nobody is safe, y'all, if he goes down for anything. Ain't no telling who he might implicate next. That's why I say he a danger to society.
But today,
Yeah.
that's also yours, right?
No.
So, House of Pain and everything about it is yours except the email address.
Yeah, I can't remember making no email address for House of Pain.
What's up, Volta?
When the police searched your house in the U-Haul truck that was out there, they found T-shirts for House of Pain. They found other swag that you had made and these drawings for House of Pain, right?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
And again, your Instagram handle is HOP CEO.
Yes.
All right. Now, let's talk about Hakeem Robinson. Hakeem is 6'2", 6'3", your words?
Yes.
Well over 200 pounds?
Yeah.
230, 240?
About 230.
In 2019, an opportunity came his way, right?
Yeah.
He was close friends with another rapper by the name of Young and Ace, right?
Correct.
He's known Ace for a long time.
Correct.
Ace has gotten hugely big over the years, right?
Correct.
Now, at the time, Ace was signed by Cinematic, right?
Correct.
And at that time, Hakeem was lucky enough to get connected with Johnny Shipes, right?
Correct.
Now, this is the same guy that found Nipsey Hussle in California, right?
Correct.
Joey Badass, right?
Yep.
T-Pain.
Yep.
So this wasn't a small deal. This wasn't Charles McCormick's song that's out there. He had a legitimate record deal.
Right.
Now, we know from Charles McCormick that people in this diss rap and this drill rap, they will rap about things that they weren't involved in, right?
Correct.
Because you said Charles McCormick was not involved in this.
Correct.
Now, you also agree that drill rap, the type rap like the video, Bang It Out, that sells, right?
Yes.
And I asked you, and I think I asked you, and it was a couple years back, sells a lot better than happy rap, like Will Smith rap.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, you had hopes prior to manage Ace, right?
Yes.
But he didn't take you along.
No, he already had a manager.
And then your son gets signed in 2019, right?
Right.
He's off in California shooting a music video in December, right?
I can't remember.
He didn't bring you along either.
That ain't true, man. That's not true.
He did not agree to let you manage his career. Or is your testimony that he did? He wanted you to manage it.
Of course.
Of course not. He didn't want you to manage it.
Of course, he did.
Yet you weren't with him on any of those trips, right?
I was with him on a lot of trips.
You have no credits on any of his songs?
No, I don't want no credits on this song.
And Johnny Shipes is the one that is in the records as his manager, right?
I would assume.
So let's now talk about the day before the murder. That white car that you already let us know, you drove that white car over to the JSO property facility, right?
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
Now let's talk about the motive of others. Your testimony is that Hakeem Robinson, who was not shot, who is not biologically tied to Willie Addison like you, that somehow he had more motive than the other people that were actually shot. Right?
Say it again.
We're talking about the people that would have had a motive to be upset at Charles McCormick. Okay?
Right.
All right. You, Butter, and Brown, Blue, Butter, Brown, I'm going to trip over that if I say it fast. The whole thing about P Money was because you believe that he was behind Willie's murder, right?
Right.
Okay. So now Charles McCormick comes along and he's putting out a song. He's not signed to a record deal, right?
Right.
His song isn't getting any traction.
Right.
He's nowhere near the level of Queso, Hakeem Robinson, right?
Correct.
But your testimony is that was a motive enough for murder. That's your testimony, right?
Is this song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But there's a whole list of people that will be way above him to have the motive to kill Charles McCormick, right?
Right.
You?
No.
No?
No.
You'd have no motive to kill a guy who's basically laughing about the night that you were shot.
I mean, not me. Should I kill him pro se myself?
Look, all I know is this. I'll put this in a question. You claim that the phone that's used by the shooter, that's registered in your name, right? Oh, excuse me, Darrell Watts. Right?
Right.
And we'll get to that. You allegedly burned the clothes that Butter had on him, right?
Correct.
You break through the police perimeter to pick up Leroy Whitaker and Barner, right?
Come on, man. You exaggerating, man. You know it wasn't no police perimeter, none of that. You exaggerating now.
I'm exaggerating that there wasn't drones and helicopters overhead
How would I know that?
because you were driving to the location.
And I would see a drone in the air?
So we'll agree. All right, let's say the JSO. We'll let JSO answer the question whether they had a perimeter and they had hundreds of officers trying to find the shooter that was running through neighborhoods.
You really think I would have went through there if I seen all those police and all that? Or the drone and the helicopter and all that? You think I would have went up in there with my car registered in my name?
You don't want me to answer that question. So why don't you stick to answering my questions and not asking me them? It's a life you live, right? You live this life in the streets, right?
No.
Or wait, are you telling me that you as the patriarch of the family, that basically these kids come by and say, hey, Blue, go do this?
They didn't call Leroy Whitaker daddy to go do it. They called me. They did. What if they would have called somebody? I would like to see how they would feel if they would call somebody else to go pick somebody up. They didn't. They called me. If I would have knew something was going on, I wouldn't have never went.
All right.
Think I'm gonna go over there there in my car with my phone and knowing something going on, I would like to been, if I would like to been involved in a crime, I'd like to know that I'm involved in a crime. Let me know that, okay, it's a crime happening now. Let me know something. I was in the blind.
Who the fuck you wasn't, nigga?
You're a victim in this case, right?
I ain't gonna say I'm a victim, but I would like.
You was in a blind, but you burnt the motherfucking clothes. You was in a blind though. Man, hell no, man. A person that's in a blind don't do that. A person that's in a blind don't do that. All right, you picked them up. You say you ain't know, but you burnt the clothes. You wasn't in no blind. If you was in a blind and you ain't want nothing to do with it, once you picked them up, you'd have dropped them off and you'd have never talked to them again. You wouldn't have then say, yo, you know what I can do? You know, I can help y'all get away. You know y'all need to burn the clothes. He probably got rid of the gun. Well, the gun's got left in the car. But he probably would have got rid of the gun if he had the opportunity to.
To know that I'm being involved in something
Baby
and just
love.
ask for a ride.
All right, so then after you know about it, you're then cool with going to burn clothes, right?
Yeah, I get to know about it. I was cool with that.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a felony, you know, destruction of evidence.
Yeah, I did it. I like Scotty. I did.
Definitely know you didn't call 911.
Right.
That conscience only grew later when you were looking at life.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about Darryl Watts. There's a bunch of cell phones that are in the name of Darryl Watts, right?
Correct.
And the phone that was used, now, it's interesting, the government, they asked you about a bunch of phone
Right.
numbers and you remembered it off the top of your head, right?
Yeah.
But the one that they had to tell you was 478-305-9583.
Objection, Judge.
I don't know, JB. That's what I'm trying
What's
to
the
figure out.
grounds?
A misstatement.
Okay, I will, of course, the jury will recall the testimony that came out from the witness stand, if you'll just ask the question of the witness.
You were asked about a bunch of phone numbers and you were able to recite them except for one that they told you and you just agreed, yes. You remember that, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
And that's 478-305-9583, right?
Right.
Now that phone's under your dead friend's
Yeah, I
name,
forgot
Darryl
Ron
Watts.
out. And he switched vehicles. So this man burnt the clothes. He picked them up, switched vehicles, burnt the clothes, but you wasn't involved. Man, get the fuck out of here. I hope the jury see that. He just trying to save himself, man. That man say anything, man. He didn't say I did it. Surprised he ain't say, man, KBG News did that shit, man. He got locks. I know he ain't 6 feet, but he got locks. It's this guy named KBG News from Baltimore. He be on YouTube. I think it was him. You feel me? You might as well, like, yo, he would say anything. He'll blame it on y'all. Trying to tell you, watch out for these type of people, man. They vicious. They don't got no morals.
Right?
Right.
You paid for that phone, right?
Correct.
In December, you paid something like $1,000 that you owed on that phone and others.
Right.
So whoever it is that had that phone, the shooter, you supplied it to him.
Oh, I didn't know the shooter had the phone. I didn't know. I mean,
You knew everything else.
So, Darryl Watts was your best friend, right?
yeah.
He was murdered.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
He right. He could have blamed Diddy. Hey, yo, you ain't lying. Everybody else blaming Diddy. He might as well went to court and said Diddy did it too. Shit, he probably got a better deal.
To this day, you were not cleared as a suspect in that case.
Sustained. Mr. DeCoste, just ask questions, please, that are relevant.
An arrest has not been made in the murder of Darryl Watts.
Objection, Judge.
Sustained.
Now, you've also learned that Torgon Williams was involved in the murder of Charles McCormick, right?
He was involved.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You don't know that?
No.
You were a co-defendant for a while. Your attorney's going to depositions. You don't know the other people that were implicated?
No.
Chris Brown?
In Charles' case?
Yes.
No, I never seen. I don't know that.
Janera Smith?
No.
But none of them have been charged.
Right.
Let's focus on the specific day of January 15th, 2020. Your words, you didn't see Hakeem that entire day.
Correct.
Didn't see him before, right?
Right.
Didn't see him after.
Correct.
Now, you said that you were worried about him, right?
I didn't know
Correct.
that was him then.
Well, you have all these phone numbers that you have memorized. You didn't call any of them.
Correct.
But you were concerned?
I'm glad he highlighted that. Yo, nobody remembers numbers, man. That's how you know his whole testimony is coerced by the state. Yo, nobody remembers numbers. I might be one. I'm the only person I know that don't save numbers so I can remember 'em. Most people, yo, put numbers in their fucking phone book. Put numbers saved in their phone. I don't save numbers with names. Cause I try to still, be able to memorize certain numbers and shit.
Common sense dictates that if you're concerned about your son, and that what you're saying is actually true, that you would have picked up the phone and called him. But you didn't do that.
Correct, I didn't.
Right, Lloyd. Look, my man Lloyd said I barely remember my number. And this motherfucker that read out 5 numbers. I wonder how long it took him to memorize them bitches. They probably gave his ass a cheat sheet. Yeah, that nigga was in the cell. That nigga was in the cell like 466 832. They got that nigga a cheat sheet. That nigga been reading them numbers all week since last week. So nigga, now he just know every number by heart. Man, get the fuck out of here, nigga. You fucking memorize the shit off them numbers. They probably written on his hand.
First time we've ever heard it's somebody you're related to.
I'm not related to him.
Okay, but it's somebody that's a couple degrees of separation that's tied to the family, right?
He's my baby, mother, brother.
And you know from this case that he was never charged, right?
Correct.
Yet his DNA is inside of the car. Right?
Oh, I guess.
I'm not asking you to guess. I'm saying, do you know about the evidence in the case to which you pled to?
Some of it.
All right. Are you aware that Chifton Hogan's DNA is found inside of the car?
Yeah.
So you are sure now?
Yeah.
That would stand for the proposition that DNA can end up inside of a car without somebody ever being in it, right?
I'm not sure.
So, your other son, Abdul Jr., he's not here anymore, right?
Correct.
Your hope, something that has been discussed, you're hoping that in exchange for your testimony here today, that his case would be dropped. Right?
No.
You're not hoping for that?
I mean, if it do, it's good. But I can't say that.
So you're saying that that's not true, or you're saying it's not, or you're saying you do want your other son to be convicted?
No, I'm not saying I want him to be convicted. I'm not saying that I want him to be convicted. If they drop his case because of what I'm doing, great.
As long as you're protected, that's the most important thing for you, though.
When you say protected, what you mean?
The same thing that Ms. Schlax asked you. You said, well, if they drop his, well, that would be great. But your number one priority out of all of this is you.
No, it is.
I think I'm number 2.
Sir, you come in here as a 2-time convicted felon. Because of these other cases, you'll be convicted at least 2 more times, right?
Right. Correct.
A lifetime of crime, right?
Judge. Sustained.
You'll be a 4-time convicted felon. You've already spent 10 years in prison and approximately 5 in custody on this.
Correct.
For a total of about 15 years in custody.
Correct. Let's not forget about the 10 years that I was out free and no trouble.
But then you got into trouble again.
Right. I was out free from 2009 to 2020, no trouble.
I understand, but coming in here today and going back to the question, your number one objective is protecting yourself.
Of course.
One brief moment, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yo, he supposed to say you will do anything, including lie. That's how that's how he should have ended his testimony. And you will do anything, including lie, to protect yourself. No further questions. That's how he should have left that stuck with the jury. He kind of fell short with that.
Mr. Robinson, one more thing. The deal with Cinematic, that occurred right in the months before this murder, right?
Yes.
Basically, right around December, they fly him out to California. He's shooting music videos, but it's right around that time that he inked that deal.
I'm not sure. I don't remember him going out to California, so I can't say.
But you can say that that deal was inked right around that time.
Yes.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Is there any redirect?
A little bit.
Queso trial. It's right here at the bottom.
If this court,
Yes.
Mr. Robinson,
Yeah.
that 478-305-958
This is the
number
speed
that you
again
were
right
asked
here.
about, that was under Daryl Watt's name.
Yes.
Did you give that number to Chris Brown?
No.
You let him use it?
No.
Sure.
Wasn't.
Now, on I'm going to show you what's in evidence. It states 187. Is that on your screen?
Yeah.
Objection outside, so across.
I don't have a question.
Judge, I'm going to ask about this wrong.
Okay, then that's permissible. No objection overruled.
The fuck is that?
Is that Chris Brown? That was shooting?
No.
What?
It's Hakeem.
I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all niggas try to act like, man, I'm done with this nigga, man. Yo did all this telling, and now I'm gonna act like he's struggling with it. Man, you knew you was gonna tell 2 years ago, bitch. Don't act like you struggling now. You couldn't wait for this day. You probably was in the room practicing and shit. Yeah, man. Now, it was I came. Nah, man, say it with pride, like you've been doing the whole fucking time you've been on this stand. Now it was I came with tears in his eyes, like he can't do it. He just can't stomach it. You've been telling for a whole hour, nigga. 2 hours. Shit, crazy, yo.
Indicated a few moments ago that he's approximately 6'2". Have you ever measured him, or are you just going off what you believe?
I never met him.
As he sits here today, does Hakeem Robinson look the same as he did 5 years ago?
No.
Overruled.
Was it?
Does he look different today, Hakeem Robinson, than he did 5 years ago? Has his build changed in any way?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, he look a little grown, like, you know.
So he was smaller 5 years ago?
Objection, leave in your strike.
Okay, sustained. Just rephrase your question.
Sure. You said bigger today?
Yes.
Objection, leave in your strike.
Okay. There's no evidence to strike, so I'm not striking.
Yo, he
Does
didn't
the
say
attorney-
bigger though. He said look more grown. He didn't say bigger. He said grown.
These questions are not evidence. Anybody's attorney's questions are not evidence, but rephrase your question without leading.
Judge, sorry, Mr. Robinson, I didn't
You know
hear
what you
your
wanted to
answer.
say now.
When I asked you, how does he look different today, what was your response?
He like grown, gained a little weight.
Now, you were asked a lot of questions about the deal that Hakeem Robinson signed with Cinematic. You remember that?
Yes.
And some questions about him going to California to film a music video.
Yes.
But the Hanging Out video was filmed right here in Jacksonville, right?
Yes.
You were there for that?
Yes.
Now, are you familiar with Robinson Management LLC?
Who?
Robinson Management LLC? Does that sound familiar to you?
No.
Were you involved with Hakeem Robinson's cinematic endeavors to be signed?
Yes.
And were you trying to assist him with that and manage him with that?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
Were you in fact in communication with people from Cinematic?
Yes.
And were you continuing to aid and assist Hakeem with that?
Yes.
May I approach the witness, Judge?
Yes?
Objection, Your Honor.
I'll try.
And he lucky I ain't the judge. I'd have sentenced his ass to death. Mid-trial. Look, I don't want to hear no more. They were like, Judge, what's wrong? I don't want to hear no more. I know death penalty. Straight up. He needs a death penalty. I don't want to hear nothing else from him. I think he's lying. You know, I think he's a cancer to society. I don't trust him on the streets. I think he'd be better served dead. And that'd be my final ruling on y'all. That's what the fuck he deserved, yo. Like, yo, how you gonna tell him the kid you ain't even raised these boys? It's like, oh, that's the most you can do. I got a homeboy who father went around and he ended up catching the case and his father took the case. And it was a small case. You know, they got the same name. The father ended up pleading guilty to it. Yo, but nah, yo. Now my court. Keep a G News court, his ass will get sentenced to death. This is treason. You feel me? And you out of federal get the treason. They be like, well, Judge, that's not even on the record. Well, we gonna make it up. Because that's the fucking, this is treason right now. He turned his back on his kids. He turned his back on his family. He turned his back on everybody to save himself. That is what you call treason, man. Ain't that what people get charged with treason for? Why do people get charged with treason? Don't they get charged with treason when they turn their back on the United States? Or choose another side? He probably ain't safe nowhere. He ain't gonna be able to go on no compound. That man, he better hope he get that 7 years. Because he ain't gonna be able to go to no compound, man. He go to any jail. And people gonna know him. You know, because, you know, people watch shit. People waiting on these niggas. Man, he need to, yeah, he do, y'all. He need an automatic life sentence, man. Ain't no fucking way. Yo, you need to take care of these boys, bro. If you'd have took better care of these boys, you wouldn't even be in this situation. If you'd have raised these boys right, you wouldn't have been in this situation. Nobody. Charles McCormick could still be alive. Ain't no telling, things could have went different. But to be able to, for them to allow him to be able to testify on them boys, that's crazy to me, man.
Yeah, Judge?
Yes.
When you a document, you can look at it yourself. Wait, that's it.
Yes.
Part of that agreement was cinematic music. Were you actually on that contract?
Yes.
How so?
I was his management.
And you signed that form?
Yes.
Did Hakeem Robinson sign it?
Yes.
One moment, Judge.
All right.
That's all, Judge. Thank you.
All right, may this witness be excused.
Request for recross, Your Honor.
Okay, it's very limited to redirect.
Mr. Robinson, you were shown that video, right?
Yes.
The government asked you who that was, right?
Yes.
If you said anybody other than Hakeem, you'd still be looking at life, right?
Yes.
Nothing further.
All right, may this witness be excused.
Yes, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Man, fuck him, man. Hope his ass die in prison, man. I don't give a fuck if he do a day in that bitch. That shit crazy. Yeah, that's what they do. They're gonna round up as many people as possible. Just to gather up some witnesses. Because the bottom line is, without these guys, they don't have no case on Queso. At all. Like, yo, got away. That DNA evidence in the car, that ain't really strong evidence. But I don't think the defense did a good enough job of highlighting that it was weak evidence. You know, because they kind of like glossed over it. They mentioned it a few times that it could have been this person. He wasn't charged. But I think they really should have explained to the jury that when a hood has a stolen car, yo, damn near the whole hood is in that bitch. You know what I mean? It might have been 15 different people in that car, however long, depending on how long they had it. So his DNA being in that car is not really strong evidence at all. But I don't know, y'all. We still got a lot to talk about. We're gonna lie to Mama off tomorrow. We gotta talk about that inventor. They said that went missing. Y'all remember the dude? Y'all remember the dude that did the gasoline thing? Y'all remember this dude?
Bob, your family.
I'm done with his ass. Y'all remember this dude right here? And we gotta cover that Manhattan. What happened in Manhattan?
All right, listen, everybody. I can't go into too much detail.
Y'all remember y'all?
But there is some very, very odd stuff going on. I'm certainly under attack right now in many different ways, and I just want everybody to know to just kind of have your eyes open. And I have my eyes open, but there's a lot going on. So I'm still working.
Yeah.
I'm still building. Nothing's gonna stop that. But I'm just telling you guys right now, be on the lookout because I'm under attack. All right, listen, everybody.
Now they saying you're missing. Yeah, he did this.
All right, listen, everybody. So I've created my own gas station that makes fuel from plastic waste. Let's go.
All right. So he said, mother said he hiding. Yeah. Yeah, they don't play about inventing shit, especially something like this. Yeah, man. Hopefully he isn't hiding.
This is plastic crude oil. And as you can see, we have quite a bit of this plastic crude oil. Well, it can be fuel, but we need to refine it and clean it up. So let's do it. So I've created my own gas station. Everybody will be able to come and see what it looks like inside of the tank. So. Yeah, make sure you guys get that pour. Get that pour action there. All right. And just for history's sake, I kind of want, a few of you guys to come up and see and confirm that there is stuff in the can. For history's sake, for the video's sake, nobody's going to say we didn't do it.
It's very yellow.
If you want to know what it smells like, too. Hey, and for the record, just off of the smell, can you guys, is it gasoline in there?
Yeah.
It's fine. You guys are supposed to say no. You're supposed to say it's gasoline. But does it smell different from gasoline? Yeah, it's different. So this is not gasoline that we just putting in this. It smells like burnt gasoline. Y'all get that?
It looks yellow when you zoom in.
Plastiline. It's like very greenish yellow. About to make history right now. You ready, Bobby? Let's do it. Plastic in the fuel. Look at baby. Get that shot. Get the shot that it's going that I'm not gonna live long. And that's why I put every day, every hour, every minute into building, into growing. Why am I out here working on this plastic into fuel reactor I've been working on for 5 years, since I was 17? Why am I out here in 100-degree weather? Why am I out here despite being falsely accused and reported to the EPA and the IRS? Why am I out here despite weird black helicopters that turn off their radar transponder circling me 6 times at night? Why am I out here? I know that I'm not going to live long.
Damn. That's fucking crazy, yo. It's a wild world we living in, y'all. Damn, you can't even invent nothing that change the world. They like, man, fuck no, nigga, you can't change nothing. I mean, this is a capitalistic society. You better not change a goddamn thing unless we sanction it. So he said his mother said he on the run. His mother said he hiding out. Hope he is, y'all. That's fucked up, though. You try to do something for people, for a greater good, and they attack you for this shit. Yeah, for real. But all they gonna try to do is buy the bitch from you. You know, that's the game. Big money take little money. They gonna buy that bitch and bury it. You hear me? Oh yeah, we'll give you 50 million for this invention, and that bitch will never come out. You be like, God damn, I just sold y'all my invention. But you know, they pay you off to keep the status quo going. Yeah, but we ready to get off live. We've been live. It's ready before 4 o'clock. We gonna live tomorrow. We got a lot more to talk about for real. A lot more to talk about. But make sure I hit that like button. Yeah, straight up, Thomas. You ain't lying. You come with something that fuck up somebody else's money, they coming. Straight up. That it don't get no realer than that. But yo, hit that like button, share the live, yo. We gotta share the lives. We gotta share the lives to all your social medias. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. It's another day of Keep It G News.